Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring with you and heaven. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Hope everybody's doing good. I'm in that mood. I gotta clean a car, and I want to do a rinseless wash and talk. What's up? Everybody down with that? Everybody down with the rinseless wash and talk? Filling up the keg. Filling up the keg. Hello. Hello. Chris, what's up, bro? How are you? Happy almost New Year, everyone. Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Rach, Gary, Rose, Chingy. Can you all hear me? I hear you, yeah. I'm glad you got your stuff. Look, I did my best. I do giveaways. My goal now is to make sure I send those right away. My car is nasty. I'm filling up the keg right now. Hey, why is the Detoco ceramic spray sealant? Because we want to come out with version 2 for the streets. Because version 1 was a little hard, not gonna cap, but it still slaps. So if you have version 1, don't worry about it. It's still a slapper. You know what I'm talking about? Hello from Eric. Hello, bro. Loud and clear. So here's what we got. I'm gonna show you the condition of my car. Rinseless wash day 15. I've done rinseless washes every day for cars and my business. Here's what we got. So we have a whole bunch of dirt, grit, grime, etc. I was just about to do a rinseless wash as well. I just ordered a Pro Foam 12. So for some reason I wasn't able to see it was listed before. Oh, did you find it then? So you can see it's dirty, right? Would you guys agree? The car is dirty. So I have my detail keg. I have my coffee. And then I thought we could just hang out. I'm thinking about using a different rental city, like a foaming. Duck Pond Detailing. How the freak have you been? Where you been? Where you been, girl? Alex? What's up? Hello, Kim? Oh, the squad's here. The OG squad's in. What's up, everybody? Tony, what's up? Jelena. I met Jelena in real life, a.k.a. Spielberg. Spielberg. Yeah, I found it, but I almost thought you didn't have the... I'm not sure. Yeah, it should be there. I made the mistake of leaving detail coat glass cleaner on the garage, tint the garage. Whoa, yeah, she gone. She gone, bro. What up, bro? I just popped in to say hi, watching with the family. Merry Christmas, my friend. Hoping your family are good. Got everybody on tonight. What's up, everybody? Listen, 3 years ago, I was wanted to pioneer the testing for this brand. Y'all remember this? Drive? And I think Carlos was first with the wheel and tire cleaner, and mad respect for the tire dressing video too, Carlos, because that one slapped. I'm talking rinseless wash. So here's what we got. Which colognes to try? Oh, here's what you do. Take Meteor and layer it with Imagination and Thank You Later. You guys remember this? Hey, John Weber, what's up? Yeah, Jamie could suck it. Waiting for the package coming on the 30th. Here's what we got. So Drive Automotive Appearance, bro. Flex Hybrid Wash. I have a foaming keg. They have a way of doing this where you would use just towels to do it. Do we want to see that tonight? If so, let me read the directions on this. Cam probably like me. Yep. You can tell he's the man of culture. There's no directions on here. Cam, how the hell am I supposed to dilute this with no direction? I don't have my phone either. Someone scan that QR code, would you? Oh my Lord, I'm cooked. If someone tell me what that dilute, I don't. My phone's being used to stream. Someone tell me that dilution for Drive Automotive Appearance, because my dude decided not to put it on the bottle. And what I learned in 2025 is if you don't have that mug in the bottle, people get pissed. Yeah, he's the best everything. Cam, I love that man. Hey, I'm looking. Yeah, I'm a glug later. I'm doing this. All right. I'm thinking 20 to 1. 20 to 1, 2 gallons is what? 12 ounces? What's the math on that? 20 to 1 for 2 gallons. Yo, Ulysses, I need help, bro. Need you to do me a solid. Can you find out what the dilution is for this at 2 gallons for pre-spray or for foaming pre-spray? Not related, but I ordered 10 Labo sprays and only got 9. Make sure if you didn't get it, bro, tell my customer service team and they'll send it right away. Like, no problem. I even, and when you email them, text me and I'll tell them to 2-day ship it. I'll approve that mug. Rinseless wash, 1 ounce to 2 gallons of water for water, 256 to 1, 20 to 1. 20 to 1. All right, what's 20 to 1 on 2 gallons? Dan, if you don't get it, make sure you email them and let them know that I told them to overnight it. And if they don't overnight it, let me know and I'll take care of it. Thick is thick. 20 to 1 on 2 gallons of water is what? Someone do that math. Anybody got that math? 1.2 ounces. No, I want 20 to 1. 12.2 ounces. 12.2 ounces. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do foaming keg style. We're going to do towel style. Towel style. Because here's what this has that's kind of different. Shout out to Cam. Remember, this is like a 3-year anniversary wash, guys. We're going to do, it has humectants in it. So it has the same thing that Ammo has in frothy. So it gets thick, humectants, it has a surfactants, it gets thick foam, and then you just, we're going to do it together. So let me dilute this mug first. Yeah. You're like, what's this man drinking? Café, okay? Café con leche. All right, let me dilute this. 12 ounces is how many mils? 16 ounces is 500 mils, right? 16 ounces is 500 mils. You take 4, 12 ounces would be 400 mils, right? Am I right? 20 ounces was 7. No, I got 2 gallons of water. All good, Todd. Videos be coming back again. Can't wait for yours to come back. All right, let me ask you this, guys. So 12 ounces. Who's giving money and why? Why are we giving Muffet? Let's go. Appreciate the love, bro. 16.9 is 500 mils. So 16.9, if it's 2 point, I have a calculator. I'm so dumb at math. So what is it? 12.2 ounces is 360 mils. Got it. All right. So we got 360 mils. I got Mandingo here. Wait, that's not appropriate. So if you have kids watching, I want to say I'm sorry up front. Yeah, that's about right. We're doing a 20 to 1 pre-soak. That's how much you're going to need. Oh, smells like, bro, he did God's work. So what we're doing is, if you're just watching this, you're wondering why in the hell is Eddie using 15 ounces or 12 ounces? Mandingo. Sorry, guys. I'm acting real stupid tonight. I'm so sorry. Oh, my Lord, helpless. All right, here's what we got. Right here. Okay, I'm going to put that in my keg. Now, you only do that as a pre-soak. So it was the same thing with Fusion. Do you guys remember American Detailer Garage Fusion, where you would do 20 to 1 as a pre-soak? If you're using Loki, we could have used Loki, but I'm thinking about Cam tonight for some reason. I don't know why. Loki's it'll be the same idea, 4 to 5 ounces, 6 ounces per gallon. All right, so we got that. Let me empty the bucket here. And the bucket, I'm only going to do, on the bucket, I'm just going to have regular 256 to 1 dilution in here. Dan's detailing. Appreciate the stuff. Purple and thick. John is wild, bro. he said purple and thick. Lord. Grimace. And you guys saw how dirty the car is, so we're just chilling. What's everybody's plan for Christmas? All right. So I'm going to put this, fill it up with water. let's get cooking. All right, so I have the rinseless wash. I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna pressurize it, and then we're gonna get cooking. Oh, Sun Joe, I'm gonna have to get some. Yeah, Loki's nuts, man. Thanks for using it. 12 ounces, 375 mils. All right, so I'm short. All right, gosh, thank you. I'm short, 75 mils. Hold. I'm short, 75 mils. I want to be the very best that no one ever was. All right, we locked in. Now, to catch them is my real test. All right, put this in. And then Cam in the bucket, we're going to use just 256-1. And then go from there. All right. We got that. Let the bucket fill. Let the water fill up. Grab some towels. All right, peep this. You're going to need double flips for this method, okay? You can use regular towels, but double flips will give you the best result, my friend. I'm going to show you both ways to do it dry. This guy's off the hook today. All right. Do it dry. Yeah, the sun, Joe, I'm going to have to do that. All right, so here's what we got. So I got double flips. Usually use about 5 for this method. This is a different way of doing rinseless wash, guys. You can do the same thing with Loki. I suggest you put the rinseless, you put these in the water, which we would do for this instant, but you could also use a dry towel to do it on the keg itself. Now, this is a way that Cam did it in one of his videos years ago. 256-1, I got about 3 gallons of water. This one's easy for me. So 1.5 ounces. That's gonna be my dilution for the bucket. All right, let's get cooking. Now the problem I have is I don't know which side of the keg is the foaming keg, so I'm screwed. Let's see what happens. Oh, I didn't see the chat, sorry. My man going live again, every day going live. Bold in the house, what we got? Yeah, same, Sun Joe. Them pads cleaned up, bro. No. Chris, why are you exposing me, dog? Why are you exposing me, bro? I think it's crazy how fully I can cover the car with a Sun Joe. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get one. All right, so I need to find out which part of the keg, but here's what we got. So when you're looking at this, and this is what I love about, can you all see that? Let me see if I could. All right, so this has, make sure this is closed. All right, when the air is going in, I have to connect this air from here. Now, I don't know what side of the keg is the foaming one, so we're gonna have to do a test here. And you have to put that in to charge the keg. We'll test it. I should probably put a mark on it, huh? I have a 30-foot hose. You get more foam at the little bit. And the cool thing about this keg is you don't have to do any special techniques, anything of that nature. All right. That doesn't look like it's foaming, huh? Nope. All right, this is the sucky part, guys. This is the sucky part. Thank the Lord. Where's my foam, dog? All right. Where's my foam? Oh, my Lord. There we go. Woo! All right, got the foam. All right, we got the foam. All right, here's what we got. We're using Drive Automotive something. And I'm using the foaming tip of the keg. I'm going to show you how to do it where the foam is surfactant. If you see the car is super dirty. Car is super dirty, okay? All right, let's do this real quick. Can you guys see it? So I gotta let the air out. There we go. All right, cool. Man, what a keg. Now, this is the crazy part of all this. Okay, you're like, dang, that's too much foam, right? I'm gonna get my double flip, and I'm gonna show you how we do it. You'll need a double flip for every part of this. All right. So when you're coming in, you're gonna roll it. Then come in, roll it, and then this is you want to flip it over, come in, roll. I'm gonna show you how to do the dry application in a second. I just want to see how slick that was. Now, if it was me or Cam doing his thing, which he does, go here. All right, check this out. Check this out. All right, grab it, and you can do this dry. And all it's doing is, you see how the dirt's on this? Now you're like, oh my gosh, you just raw dogged his paint. This is the same way with frothy. Remember, it's using the foam and encapsulation of the product to lift it. But what you want to do is never use this side again, because you'll scratch your whip. This is going to use a lot of towels, by the way. And you want to roll it all the way down. And then flip the towel over. And I'm going to show you this. This is cool, dude. And then you just want to roll. Come here. Roll. You can see all that dirt. You see all that dirt? Method not for you. I know it's not for you. I'm just showing you a different method, guys. You know what I'm saying? We're just lounging. We're just hanging out. This is when you don't have any water and you want to get stuff done. Always use every edge of the towel. And you can see the road film here, right? This is like, yeah, it's like ammo frothy, but this is a lot cheaper. A lot cheaper. All right, flip your towel over. I use these 8 sides already. See, a lot of people don't know that they could do this with Drive. This is what made Drive so wild for me back in the day. All right, that's one towel. So we did that whole door, and you can see how clean that door is relative to this. You see that? Look, squeaky clean, squeaky clean. And then all you do is dry. I am using Drive Automotive Experience. So now laundry. So I'll show you how to do it, the double flip too. We're using Drive. Nah, it's no scratches. I've done this method a lot of times, but we'll show you how to do it as a hybrid. That's if you have no running water. So as a hybrid, you can take a sponge or a towel, and then what you're gonna do is just wash. And then you'll flip the double flip over. Flip that over. And then hold on, guys, gotta get a drying towel. And then you just dry. This way of doing it with Cam as a hybrid, you could do that too. But even if you did it dry, I'm just saying without water, you're Gucci. You're good to go. The only problem you're gonna have is you'll have some foam stay in the crevices, but that's just the nature of doing business this way. Hello, Rob. Merry Christmas, everybody. Well, you know what we're doing? Rinseless wash a dirty car with Drive Automotive Appearance. And we're doing the foaming way. The slickness of this rinseless is nuts. Nuts. He really did improve it a lot over the years. Hey, Conway. So, questions. What do y'all think? What do y'all think about this method? What are we thinking? 2 panels done. Clean. One did a dry type of rinseless with towels, which you saw takes a lot more work, a lot more effort. Low-key is the same. Low-key you use less. So this was 20-1. Low-key I like to use, yeah, you could do 20-1 too. You'll get thicker foam and it kind of gets annoying. But it collapses itself when it hits water, right? So drive is, guys, I'm being serious. You got to trust the science, right? Everyone does the frothy way. It's just trusting the science. We'll do another dry application next. Drive, for sure. The new Drive has an amazing scent. The new Drive, but you got it. Where the heck from? Dude, my air hose sucks, bro. All right, let's do another application. Drive scent right now. It's kind of nice. Let's do this side here. What Thor tile? I was using 400. So the Thor 400, you can use 400, 600, double flips, whatever you want. And I'm gonna do this dry again so you can see how to do it with the double flip. Remember, this is how Dave Barker did it for a long time. Conway, hey, appreciate the love, man. You didn't have to give money, I appreciate it. This is Drive V2. Version 2 of the towels is what I'm using. If someone wants to go crazy with foam and rinseless stance, you have an issue, you can always just rent a little distilled water to take it off. Yeah, you're 100% right. Yeah, dude, I need to get an extension for my PSB. I don't have it. I like the method, but I'm not sure about the foam. It just is the only way to get this method to work is you have to put on the foam. You got to put it on the foam like chilada. Like chulada. And then what you want to do is you take your dry towel and watch. You want to roll. I know what a roll is you come in, you take it, and you roll. If you do it this way, you have this dry edge of the towel, right? So you take that dry edge of the towel, flip it over, you come down this mug, and you're gonna roll. That way, the towel never hits the surface. And it's squeaky clean, ready to go. You're locked in. This is what I'm trying to tell you, bro. This method is nuts. It's on the water. So about 30 days, 45 days. And then, look, you see how good that looks? Oh, it's in the front. I have to show you that. That's wild. So this is the dry method. I really appreciate. Sometimes what makes Drive such a good rinseless is it does all this. You know what I mean? He made it to do all this. So you want the frothy vibe? Use the frothy vibe. Look at all that dirt. Look at all that dirt, bro. Look at all that dirt. You just gotta know when to fold them. You gotta know when to hold them. No, we're freaking trolling, guys. Freaking trolling, all right? And then never go in dry. So you see that dry part right there? I would always hit this part with foam. This part right here. Like that. Take my dry side of the towel and then roll it. You see all that dirt came off? That is all the natural lubrication of the humectants, the surfactants, and the bubbles. Look at all that dirt. It's pretty good. The thing about it too is that even at 256 to 1, drive is wild. So um, they've come a long way. Flip my towel over. And always use every side of the towel, right? Flip it over. And this towel's done. You're gonna use a lot of towels this way, bro. And that's the only bad part about it. You're gonna use a crap ton of towels. And the only reason I'm doing it this way is because I felt like it, and I felt like this is something new. It's not the same crap. Pre-spraying it, and then you dry. Look at this. Man, what? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, I know. A lot of people aren't. I spray this on, but I just wanted to show you guys something different. Sometimes you don't have water. What if water froze, or you're at a place that you can't get water, or we have water shortages. I did this with less than 2 gallons of water, and I could do the whole car, and it doesn't streak glass. You know what I mean? It doesn't streak glass. There's not a lot of water left on the panel. Everything looks clean. This whole side of the car is done. No, I know, David. I'm just telling you, dude, I am just doing this because it felt different. That's it. I'm just doing it because I saw a drive in the cabinet, and I was like, oh shoot, I got drive. We're gonna use it, and I love Cam, so I'm like, we're definitely gonna use it. It feels pretty safe. I get the allure of frothy, and to me, I used frothy for a very long time, especially at the old house, where I didn't feel like going in and getting water. Like right now, I have nothing scratched. My piano black stuff is not scratched. My paint looks shiny. Now, that's not a good test because I don't feel like, is that dirty? Let's do the backside. Do me enseñarte a disfrutar. Do, 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 do. Ya no sé un amor real. All right, we're gonna do the backside because this is gnarly. All right. Oh, not a lot of water either. Woo! Woo! Bev's gonna be pissed because I'm gonna have to do laundry on Christmas Day, but it is worth it. Look, there's other ways to do it too, okay? The other way you do it is you take your double flips, you put them in the rinseless wash bucket, you keep it a little damp, you got more lubrication. I'm just going here. Nah, we're not doing white paint, dog. Chingy, we doing this. You see that? Let me make sure to clean my lens here. You see that? That's what we doing. You love and I. Now, let me get a light because I think everybody in the chat's trolling. Let me get a light. All right. We're using Drive Automotive Experience. All right. What? See that scratch my whip? No scratches. Look at that. Those were there because you can see the scratches here. Look at this. Look at this. What do you see? You see scratches. Who the hell scratched my car? Pissed. Pissed. No, I'm kidding. I'm not. Just to show you, it's right here. It's already scratched. You see that? Just showing you what's there. That car wash wrecked my car, bro. Wrecked. That car wash wrecked my car. Car wrecked. That car wash, dude, this car got murked. That car wash didn't do any services. Yeah, that car wash destroyed my whip, dude. And then all that extra foam, you'll just dry off. You know what I mean? You just have to dry off, guys. All right, get my towel here. Let's try this. Well, I'm gonna finish washing the whole car, then I'll dry it off. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put these in the water, so we're not doing all dry. And this is gonna be my pre-spray. And then we're just gonna do a hybrid wash here, my guys. We're gonna do a hybrid wash here, my guys. Believe it or not, foaming rinseless is my jam. I absolutely love foaming rinselesses. I'm gonna let that cook for a little bit. No, I'm not gonna hit with detail spray. Detail sprays are a sham. You're welcome, bro. Drive and a foaming cake is what I'm using. It's a rinseless. Let me show you. So drive. Sorry, I just got finished polishing a Lexus. It's a rinseless wash. It's a hybrid one. 256 to 1, 20 to 1. As a pre-soak, I got it 20 to 1 in the keg, 256 in the bucket, and this is the contact wash. So I like drive because you see this dirt here. It breaks it down. You see that? So you can use a sponge. You can use a double flip. I'm just using double flips here. And I'm just rolling it, rolling it, brethren, rolling it. Whoo, this bitch dirty. Woo, woo. And then I'm coming in. I have rinseless wash on the mitt, so my rolling skills have gone out the door. But for this part, I'm gonna roll it because it's super dirty. You see? Then I'm gonna flip that over, grab the rest of it, grab that, put it in my bucket, let the dirt release. I'll use that again, and you can see how good job it does at releasing dirt. And I'll come in, scoop it up again. Clean my little, oof, oof, oof. Okay, Clarice. All right. Yeah, I go back with the double flip in the bucket. They don't want you to, but it's the free world, brethren. You know what I'm talking about? Just where can you go? Yeah, you gotta pick the seed, stem, and all that crap. Yeah, I love the GT rinseless. It's nuts. You can also use a sponge too, guys. So you don't have, or ladies, I'm not sexist, but you want to use a lot of towels here. So double flips are good because you can turn it around. And I would retire this double flip and usually go over 10 to 12 for this car if I want to go this route. The thing about pre-spring rinselesses that's kind of better than this is it's doing more of the breaking down. So I'll leave that out of the bucket, grab another one, come in, then roll that, flip it over, come back over, and then roll that. You can see the dirt on both sides. And then I'll use that for the mirror, and then I'll dry it. You could use a detail spray. Guess what I'm not doing? Rinseless is half-ass. Rinseless is half-ass. Half-ass making me money. Dude, rinseless makes me so much money, bro. You could keep the 12 bucket wash. Keep the 12 bucket wash, bruh. And then you just dry. And then in order not to stress anybody out, you could use a detail spray. I don't really need one because this is pretty slick, but if you want to use a detail spray, you can go ahead and use one. I'm using Yums here. Look at that. Look at that. I think I'm gonna have to fly him here, Drago. I'm gonna have to fly Drago here so you can stop the cap because Rinseless wash is game changing. Rinseless wash is game changing, mate. Yes, I do. I believe. Look at that. Look at that. Rinseless is goated. Hello, everyone. We're using foam and rinseless and then doing a hybrid wash per se. And the car was dirty. And then I'm just showing you a new method of how I do it with Drive. So if you have any questions, you can ask. I don't mind answering it. If you don't like rinseless, I suggest you stay so you can get schooled a little bit. You know what I mean? You can learn a little something. You can learn a little something. A little something, Drago. I hear J Farm, but I think it's disappeared or something. Hello, everyone. Oh, just take a easy fix, bro. Go in with a little tornado afterwards, blow them out, you gooch. Can't get hung up on the small stuff, brethren. Can't get hung up on the small stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Drag, I love you, bro. No, I wish Nemesis Loki came out of the hate for Nemesis V1. All right, so Loki was that came out of it. Loki does foam more than this. But Loki breaks down a little quicker when water hits it, and Loki's a tad slicker. But remember, Loki's using different surfactants. This is a true hybrid. In the bucket, it doesn't foam at 256-1. Loki foams in a bucket. Yeah, I could spray Rinseless as a drying aid. I just have my keg put in on the foaming setting. You see? That's my keg right now. Now I'm gonna show you how to do this with a sponge too. So if you're gonna use it as a pre-soak, you just wanna let that sit for a bit and then let it cook. I've been doing this for 25 years and learn something new all the time. I appreciate the professional sharing. Oh. Thank you, man. Yeah, low-key foams more than this, but what you want this to do is break that down. You see how the foam is breaking down? You could go this route, and instead of having you use 12 double flips, you can actually go in and use a sponge. And I'll show you that method in a second. I gotta take these double flips out of the bucket. And this would work as a pre-soak. You see how it's breaking all that down, pulling down the dirt, the heaviness of the foam. And then I'll pre-spray it again, a little lighter mist, and then come in with the sponge. And the foam doesn't interact in the water. It kind of dies pretty quick, and I'll show you what I mean. So you see how many times that's how it looks. It doesn't, if you do that with Loki, this is why I think this is better than Loki in some aspects. If you do this with Loki foams way too much. And I make that because you could use Loki in a foam cannon at 2 ounces, and it foams almost as much as our shampoo does. All right, I'm gonna get a sponge. The best sponge in the game right now is Nemesis B2 sponge. And then what this is doing is pulling that dirt. You guys can see that? I'll let that eat for a little bit, do the work. I knew, what about 5,000 curves, story handles, hinges? What is the foaming setting? I don't have Scott Graves. I have the Detail Keg one. I think Scott has his foaming now. You have to ask him, Dan, I don't know if he got his to foam, but you can buy a piece, like a tip from TJ's to foam. It won't be this thick because this is happening at the tubing setting. Yeah, Rinseless is my jam. Loki smells real nice. Thanks, John. But look, if you do this with Loki, you'll have problems. because low-key will foam more than that. Just FYI. This is why this method works. And then what you do here is start top to bottom, come in. The cool thing about this is you'll save laundry, and you'll just have to take your time and do section by section, because you'll come in. You see how it dies in the water? Loki does nice as a pre-soak, but in the bucket, we have to do some improvements to allow it to die in the bucket like that. And this is where I think Drive excels, if I'm being honest. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. Come in, dry it. There you go. Oh, whew, whew. This hybrid wash is my favorite. Foam on, rinseless, and let it ride. You got questions? Loki Nemesis hybrid wash works real well. Yeah, it's nuts. Yum detail spray. Yeah, I gotta add that. I hate putting detail sprays on when I'm testing ceramic coatings because I got a test rolling. Okay, next rinseless wash. I got you. I got you. Next rinseless wash. So I like to let that sit, let it eat, and then answer any questions you may have while we wait. What's up? What does everybody think? We got this my rinseless wash night. I did a rinseless wash on every car detail this week, every single car. And if you guys don't know, I actually do detail for a living still because I'm not rich. So I still do about 15 to 20 cars a month now. A little more when the girls are working. They've been off. So I use that to test all my chemicals. I use that to test chemicals against each other's. I use that to test rinseless washes. All people's cars, not mine. Drago, you just mad as hell right now, Drago. You so mad that this cleans better than your stupid 12 bucket soap. Drago, get on. No, there's a lot of people that do 2 bucket method for rinseless. I just trust the science too much. I'm to the point in my life where first I'm too old for that, filling up 2 buckets of water. For that, I'll just do a Drago and waste 95 pounds or gallons of water. And then, oh, he's mad as hell. Yeah, those curves on that, dude. Oh, Lord. I'm sorry, bro. Drago, so pissed. Drago, I'm so sorry. Broncos suck, bro. Oh, my Lord. Broncos suck. All right, let that sit for a bit. And shout out to Dave. Actually, how I found Dave was Nick McGurk's first video of his process, where all that man did was rinseless wash like this every car, bro. He used double flips though. He didn't use a sponge. It does a good job at collapsing. You see that? It does a real good job at collapsing here. And then I'll come in. And come in and look at that. Put that in there. Trust it all. Trust it all. And for those of you that are mad at like Drago because he had to do a Bronco when he said he was off for the holiday, that's his fault. He said he was off for the holiday. I'll just come in, scoop up some of this foam just to make sure I don't have it on my thing. Hit it up again. If you want to hit it again, flip it over, Gucci. And then, since I told everybody I'll use a detail spray, got that Yum detailer, hit it up, come in dry. car is looking tremendous. What am I gonna do on the wheels? Oh my gosh, love you, Eddie. Here's some money covering some from Thor's giveaway. Bro, you're too much, Nick. You need to go to sleep, Nick. I appreciate all the love, chat, but you do not have to get money. Appreciate all the love, Nick. And why is Nick still up? Guys, I wrote this poem about Kelly. I told her I'll never share it with anybody, but I think on the next podcast, we're gonna have to do it live. We're gonna have to do it live. Nick, love you, bro. Love everybody who gave. I appreciate it. You don't have to. Like I said, you don't have to. I appreciate it. All right. So you know I'm not capping here. You guys see all this dirt? And all this dirt? And you can see the line here. So and then if I was just me doing this, I would actually do the whole side of it like that and let it ride. Let that cook. No, dude, Drago, don't worry about it. You need to worry about just hanging out. Appreciate you, Nick. Look at this, guys. The car is almost done. Now the roof is last. I'll do the roof last. And then we'll do the front clip. And then the tires, because Chris asked, what I'll do for the tires is use a brush and just clean it up. And then put spray sealant on it. Let it ride. No, we're hanging out. Tu me enseñaste de disfrutar. Guys, TikTok sucks. I don't know how Drago did it for so long. I'm using a detail keg spray. So from Detail Keg, Nick Barker, what's his name? Was it Barker? Dave Barker. Dave Barker created it. And it's a dual foaming and spraying rinseless. I'm using the foaming side. I'm using Drive Automotive Appearance. And the cool thing about this is I don't have to buy. Look at this, bro. Look. You see? The science. Trust the science, guys. That's nuts. That's nuts, dude. Yeah, I clean wheels and tires. I don't take 90 days like everybody on the internet. I actually clean it for a profit. You guys be honey dicking. I seen Nick from Young clean a wheel and tire for 30 minutes. He had that thing you could eat off of it. And then Drago, hopefully it turns around, dude. Sorry that you're going through that. Where the heck has Jelena been? She went from YouTube star to like Macaulay Culkin. Like no one knows what happened to him. Where you been, girl? Where you been? We're just washing, rinseless washing and talking, bro. We're using the hybrid rinseless wash. Drive Automotive Appearance does God's work, no cap. I always go halfway and I'll turn my sponge around, hit the rest of it. And then I clean out my bucket. Merry Christmas, everyone. Flip that over. And look at all that dirt. Trust the science, guys. Trust the science, right? Look at the dirt in the bucket. My towel on the floor because I don't give a shit. No, I'm joking. That's messed up. It's grimy, dude. But remember, your rinse is washing, so you can see that the surfactants are emulsifying. Got that Young Rinseless pure dilution. And I dry. I don't wear gloves. Gloves. You guys talking about wearing gloves, but you're the first one out there eating habaneros and your ass be bleeding. Bam. Right? Everybody eating habaneros. Watch out for your hands, and their butt cheeks got blood on it because they be eating hot food and their body doesn't agree. Oh, Duck, you do school first, bro. CarPro Lift is a great soap. It's a little old, meaning they need an update. It's a great soap still, in my opinion. One second. I gotta move the keg. Bro, I'm struggling, guys. I'm struggling. Where the free? There we go. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Oh, shoot. Sorry, guys. I'm acting real weird tonight. I don't know where my stuff is at. I'm thinking about Drago. You got to cut it. You might have to cut the streakiness down. Dan, thanks for the high five, brother. Yeah, DIY Incredible Suds is wild. Is Classy Classy this ceramic has slim and thick? Classy Classy is its own technology. We're made for glass. Yeah, you want to be careful with pan sealant. Use it a little, not too much. What's that word I'm looking for, Dan? Just don't spray a lot. It's pretty, it's out there, bro. If you spray a lot, you're gonna get problems. Mark, I got gloves and masks from you, but then I thought to myself, we're the same dudes eating McDonald's fries talking about my life is good. No one complains about it. You got to make your comeback by telling your story of grad school and where you've been, and then take us on a ride. I like to see the ride of where you've been in the last month. She probably got a new boyfriend in her life. His name's like Jamal. She probably like telling lies here. She doesn't want detail because she's outside in coffee shops talking about the next big picture, making Nemo. What? No way. You engaged, bro? Stop the cap, son. No way. You engaged? No way. No way you're engaged. If that's the case, I better get invited to a wedding. Yo, so you guys see that Nick at Night where he used Nemesis, and then he realized, damn, Eddie's Rinseless is no joke. But then he made Infinity look like it was water in a bottle. Look at this dumpster fire. All right, this is where the PPF happened. You see this? I forced it back down because Drago thinks he's broke. Try paying for shipping from Korea. Talk about broke. This side I have Yum's coating. So I'm going to do a review. Check this out. I have seven ceramic coatings on this car. I have Yum 6-year. We applied about 6 months ago. I have Yum 4-year that Nick applied. I have Katabas going on a whole 2nd year since we had this car. I have Thick. I have another one I was testing from Israel. And then, what's the other one? Luminous? What's the other one? No, Luminous. I would apply it dry, spray into a microfiber, then do it, or apply it wet, but then make sure the surface is wet enough with regular water, and then you use it as drying aid. Yeah, Nick doing Infinity reviews, never again. I'm not sending him shit next time. He set us up. I was like, what? Man, I've never, Infinity, did you see Jamie's video? Infinity's been on his car. I'm not saying it's perfect, but over a year, because I was our test sample of Infinity, doing God's work. Nick does it, doesn't last 2 days. Nick does it, doesn't last 2 days. And then he calls me, he's like, what'd you think about my video? I'm like, what do you mean? What do you think about your video, bro? You just cooked us. If I would have cooked you like that, Ivan would have been in my cheeks. I use app wrong, and Ivan destroys me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, chat? Nah, Nick. Nick, we lived close to each other, too, and you avoided me, dude. Nick's out here avoiding me, and we live down the street from each other. He don't call no more. He don't see what I'm doing. He don't even ask how. He don't even talk to me anymore. He's changed. Nick, you act different. Nick's got that DIY money, acting real different. UK Water is a foam soap, but Nick from Yum could get the soap foam, so I'm kind of confused. Me and Nick used to eat beef sticks together. He used to sleep at my house. I made him breakfast. Now, he's too big for us, bro. He's too big. He used to want to come up and smoke a cigar. We freestyled together. We were crying in the backyard in Vegas. Together, we were crying. Nick, what's wrong, dude? What did I do to offend you, bro? I think Adamo was there for the whole freestyle session. We were going ham. Nick? Yeah, all the chips. That was the funniest thing. You know, Pam makes it as a joke, but he was pissed. Pam was pissed. I'm talking about you coming up. You got 3 cars now, dog. What happened? You got 3 cars. What happened, dude? Dude, can we just give a round of applause to Drive for being so good? My Lord, that Rinseless is good. Like, everyone's sleeping on Camp stuff. No, he's not coming to Thor, but his stuff is great. Merry Christmas, Eddie. Oh, we should sing a Christmas song. I'll be home for Christmas. You can count on Nick. We'll have snow and mistletoe and presents under the tree. Hey, what if I left my car like this? What if I left my car like this? You think Bev would be pissed? Everything else is clean, though. You see? Everything else is clean. What if I left the roof like that? She'll be pissed. I'm going to test it. I'm going to do a test. I'm going to leave the roof like that. Yes. I'm going to leave the roof like that. Look, I love Christmas, but we have no snow. Like, it's been a weird vibe. Usually I cry about the snow, but we had none. Like, not one iota of snow. Mason, I'm in. Look, lock in, bro. I'm in. We have not one bit of snow. And the crazy thing about all this is dry rinseless is nuts. My Lord, he did God's work on this. Like, it's crazy. Yeah, send it, please. Lord, help me. So we need some snow. Bev will see that in a second. Dude, I'm thinking, Doc, I'm just going to let it ride. Flint, here's what you want to do with Nemesis. I'll show you. All right, let me show you. Okay, I got Nemesis here, and for the sake of this video, I'm only going to do it for you because I love you. If it was someone else, it'd be like, suffer for Jesus, okay? I'll be telling you to suffer. She can hide my humidor. I don't care. I don't know. I should start a YouTube channel just singing. I might suck, but I'm having a good time. All right, check this out. So I have one side, I have Nemesis V1, just so everyone's aware. The only person who has Nemesis V2 is Conway. He's not sharing. All right, Nemesis V1. On this side, I have Yum 4-year. On this side, I have this nothing. There's nothing. And I'll show you what I mean by nothing. Let me get a spray bottle with water. One second, please. 1 second. I need a spray bottle with agua fresca. Christmas Eve. Where? I wish I knew the song. I'll be home for Christmas, if only in my dream. Rascal Flat is wild when they sing that song. I'll be home. All right, check this out. We got water, okay? I'm gonna show you 2 ways to do it. All right, infinity, okay? You wanna shake that? Like, fellas, lock in. You know what I'm talking about. Ladies, just shake it like you would like an espresso. Men, you get the drift. All right. All right, ready? Everyone ready? Can I get a yes, a W in chat? Shake it like shake. Yeah, shake weight. All right, you got it. He's got it. All right. Everyone's on the same page, bro. All right, cool. So I'm gonna teach you 2 ways. This has 0 protection. Let's get up close so you can see it. And you can see it's flat. You see that? Flat. Okay, 0 protection. To give you an idea, Yum Rinseless. Okay, give you an idea. Yum Rinseless is not flat. Still super slick. Flat, no protection. 0 protection. I'll show you again. None. Okay, 0. All right, cool. We got 2 ways of doing this application for Nemesis. You have the way of this. So I have water on the panel. Okay, I'm going to put water on the panel. You have that way. You take your Nemesis. You spray it on with the wet panel, and then you dry. Okay, 0 streaks that way. You dry. That's it. All right. That's it. That's simple, just like that. So if you were to wash the car and you have Nemesis and you want to use it as your drying aid, I created this to be used wet. That was the idea. I didn't create it. Sorry, Infinity. I didn't create it. John Parker did, but the thing behind this is I'm lazy and I want a sealant to last, 6 to 8 months. That's how you do it. If you go the route of the Samurai, which I'm going to show you, and it's made for paint only, guys, okay? Ladies, so if you want to go the dry route, simple. Here's what you're going to do. Take towel, 2 sprays, okay? We're going to come in. You're going to apply, flip over, buff off right away. Don't wait. It has a lot of reactivity in it. When you have that reactivity causes it to dry faster because that's how we wanted it, okay? Now you can let it sit 10 minutes and you can hit it with chemical. If you want, you can see the gloss difference already on here, okay? See, I'm sure, do you guys see that? Okay, that it didn't have any slickness before. Got it? That's how we do it. Any questions? Two ways of doing it again. If you have water, boom. You spray it on, and it's already hydrophobic. One spray, it reacts with the water, you dry. You get a one-to-one kind of connection as if you were diluting it one-to-one, and one-to-one is still gonna give you 6 months of protection. Now, I wanna show you on a panel that is not protected what it looks like. I didn't even let it dry 10 minutes. What do you see? So what Nick got was not what I got. Just all I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? Did you see that? Questions? Let me know which kind of questions you got. Does it matter the towel? No. Just when you get the towel, it will brick your towel. So you have two ways of doing it. You want to put it in rinseless or microfiber wash. I'm going to show you. I'll leave this hanging over the winter. Over Christmas, and then we'll see what it does to drying capabilities. The towel will be toast, just to show you what I mean. If you're using your expensive towels to dry, just put it in microfiber wash. Yeah, you have to throw it right away. It's going to break them. Now, can I show you the hydrophobics on the panel? We didn't wait 10 minutes, right? Remember, affinity, always shake. You always want to shake the product because sediment does happen at the bottom with any type of SiO2 heavy product. Just shake it. Let me show you this. We're going to take the reactivity down 15% because Nemesis is too good. So the actual chemical itself is real good, right? So can you guys see? Yeah. I mean, look at those beads, bro. And it had zero protection before. It's all over the hood. It's not just one place. Everywhere I applied it, it's going to be. And what happens is when it does a lot of water, it just runs down. So that's not even 10 minutes. You want to let it dry 10 minutes, you're good to go. It's done. Now, you saw it with protection. You saw it without protection. That's how you apply Nemesis. What happened was we didn't sell Nemesis on the premise of being something different, where we should have, because Nemesis at the end, Nemesis, why do I keep saying Nemesis? Mother effer. All right, Infinity. We didn't sell Infinity on the premise of you have to do it differently, meaning it has a lot of reactivity, because we didn't understand the concept yet, right? We just knew that high humidity would cause it to dry a lot faster. So if you live in an area where you get a lot of humidity, you spray, reactivity happens right away. Talking about Infinity, sorry. Yeah, my brain's cooked. And I ate some rice, and I'm super full. And you know how you get full and like you got a suspension you're breathing? Yeah, but Infinity. Make sure you shake the bottle, get the sediments out, do a little shake weight. Make sure you do it wet, 1 or 2 sprays, 3 sprays, rub it all in. If you do it dry, you see how they're dry. Put it on a towel. You can even do it on a damp towel. My towel was damp. You spray 2 sprays, rub it in, flip it over, buff it out. And Infinity, 10 minutes, you're good to go. But I showed you it right away so you can see the hydrophobicity versus the other side. Because the other side, you saw it at the beginning. Infinity's nuts, man. And not only that, you get amazing gloss, amazing durability. It's just you have to play with what works in your conditions for the other part of it, meaning how's it work in your condition to do it dry or wet? Mike G, what's up, Mike G? Mike G, did you get my love package yet? I used a damp towel. I used the side. I sprayed it on first. Use another towel to wipe it off. Because by the time you do the whole car, it's going to be too wet. Yeah, this stuff is nuts. And the smell is insane. So that's the one thing that if in 2025 that we learned is assumptions kill what you want. And I'm glad that we learned the hard way because we assumed everybody would know how to do it. Yeah, Mike G's. I told Mike G the first time I saw Mike G online was when he did this IGO video and he cooked IGO Kenzo. He's in his car and he's just saying this sucked. But that's the first video I saw him a long time ago. That was a long time ago, Mike. But yeah, that's how I would do that. So Infinity does do God's work. Is this we didn't explain it well, and the goal of every new product that we ever create now is to have better labels, better explanations on launch day, how-to videos, the do's and don'ts. I think are important. All that. Man, that Infinity on that did God's work. We'll leave that there for a little bit. Merry Christmas, everybody. Mike G is an OG. Bro was an auto geek like in the 80s. Yeah. Mike G has nice hair too. So what else? What else we doing? I gotta clean the glass. I don't feel like doing foam on the glass. So when I don't feel like doing foam on the glass, I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. So this is why I like this keg. You see this keg here? It's charged, so it's gonna spill all over. And then you move it to the other side. Contents under pressure scare the shit out of me because this shit pops like I'm dead. Hold on. Yeah, dude, this is nuts. 1 second. Dude, this ain't working. Whoa, I lied. Yeah, look, dude, contents under pressure has me scared. Like this thing does not want to put this ball joint on. This thing right here, put this down. Scares me. Not gonna cap. That thing scares the fire out of me. Look at that. Yeah. Woo. Crazy, dude. There we go. All right. So there was too much pressure in there, and this is why it scares me so much. There was too much pressure in that because it's charged for the other side, and the other side does a better mixture of air to foam ratio. So it scares me, dude. Not gonna lie. All right, now we're good. We're good. So I'm gonna spray some of that on the roof. And that way I could do that. I run my cake at 120 PSI. Yeah, dude. Mike, it scares me, bro. And then for this, I'm just gonna flush this out because usually that has a lot of dirt in it. And then I'm gonna come in and wash it. But yeah, contents under pressure scare the freaking piss out of me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna act brave because at any time, I'm gonna get Jake Paul, son. Make sure you clean all that. And then I'm gonna let that eat for a little bit. There was a lot of dirt on there. And this, Yeah, they want you to run it at 130, Dan, for Dave Barker's detail spray. They want you to run that mug at 130. And then, do you guys want to see the hydrophobic behavior of? You guys want to see the hydrophobic behavior of Infinity? Let me know. $130. Yeah, they want you to run at 130. 130 psi hitting you in the face with compressed air. You're a dead man, bro. Dead. You're a dead man. Walla walla. Yeah, I see Jay Form acting like the biggest troll on the internet, Jay. You acting like the biggest troll on the internet. Eddie, max pressure. Yeah, I'm not running that high. I'm running it at 110, 120, depending. So clean the roof here. And then we'll do the Infinity pressure washer thing. Yeah, I need to do more Loki videos. I just want to do drive. I don't know. Cam's the man. Guys, don't judge me. My towel's on the floor. And I'm going to touch my car with it because I do what I want. So stay at 100 is what you're saying, Dan? Look, the dry off on this is so good. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to take you with me. Then I realize it's like money you can't. So I should just let you stay put. Guys, has anybody here used Invoke yet? That brand out of Australia? Has anybody used Invoke yet? Well, I run it right now at 100. I gotta check the pressure. I think it's 100. Nick's a real one for staying up 4 in the morning. That guy lives different. Dude, this 20 to 1 as a pre-soak is nuts. All right. How many of you want to see that Infinity Hydrophobics? Let me know. Yeah, I'm gonna put the camera down. Put the camera down. All right. So we did Rinseless wash, showed you how to do Infinity. We did pre-soak with foam, so you can see that work. You saw me almost die from the keg. I'm getting you motion sickness because I keep moving the camera. Just miss water on? You just want me to miss water on? I'm thinking, what if I do this? One sec. One sec. All right, we'll do this. You ready? So, Infinity. That's what I'm trying to tell people, bro. Like, it's no joke. Like, check it this way. As you can see, yeah, so I don't know. It looks good to me. It doesn't look like it did in this video, that's for sure. But like I said, it just goes to show. I think you got a bad batch of something because it's causing it. It caused it to do it like that. But yeah, Infinity's nuts, and it's slick already. Like it's already slick. I'm using the goat, guys. Clear my window. And this is yum. It's got tighter beads, of course, but yeah, that's it. Bobby coming in clutch. Bobby, how you feeling, bro? You feeling all right? It's all right. Yeah, we just want to give the people what they want, but that's also our fault for not educating. Yeah, those droplets were nuts. It's not Nick's fault. He just exposed us. I think Nick did a good job telling people, I don't know how to use it. There's no content online how to use it. Like, this is the most education you got, right? Of how to apply it the way I would do it. And I think that's where it comes in. Thanks, Matt. Hope you don't mind me calling you Matt. So yeah, that is one of the things. So we finished this car. Car's done. We did a drive automotive appearance, pre-soak 20-1, foamed on. Showed you how to do it that way. Showed you on the glass it does not streak even at 20-1. Did some drying aid or a damp towel is the only way. Yeah. Either way, you're gonna get the same performance because what people don't understand is it's so thick. Oh, you want me to smoke a cigar? We smoking a cigar right now? Dude, I'll open that garage right now so fast, bro. Let me see what I got. I'm in. I'm locked in, dude. I don't work tomorrow. Door's closed tomorrow. Bobby's off tomorrow. Door's shut down. Bev, it's cigar time. Cigar time. The culture wants it. Oh, wait, she's live. Watch this. Look at the new dog. Look at the new pup. Look at her ugly face. Say hi, ugly. Look at. Say hi, mamas.
Say hi to
Say hi, mamas.
Say hi to the culture.
Mama.
Say hi, Mom.
We're gonna smoke in the garage, man. Your Cadillac's about to smell stinky. Hello. Yeah, that dog is fuzzy. Annie, yeah, we named her Annie. Hey, shout out to Franco. Look at this. Franco sent us probably some of the best chocolates I've ever had in my life. Well, to the girls. Charlie, you want to go smoke a cigar, dog? Charlie, you want to smoke? You want to smoke a cigar? Bev, I'm smoking in the garage. I wasn't asking, Bev. I'm just letting you know. If you smell something, don't be like, oh my gosh, the garage stinky. I wasn't asking you. She thought she thought I was asking. I'm not asking. What? She heard me. She thought I was asking. I'm not asking. I'm gonna do it. Mama! All right, let's go. Let me open the garage door because it's about to stink the rink in here, my friends. All right. Open that halfway. When Nick from Young was here, all we did was smoke cigars in the middle of the night like this, like the whole time. No, Becca, she just knows that I'm unruly. Sometimes, you know, her car's washed. I avoided the rims and tires like I knew I should because I ain't doing that. And then we gonna smoke. I already smoked all those. You're talking about the Sinclair? Here's what I got. I got this from Dave Neum. I already smoked the Sinclair. Smoked that all up, dude. Gone. Probably like 2 weeks. 2 weeks, guys. Smoked it. I'm whispering. You know I'm whispering. You know why I'm whispering. I know, but you gotta give it. Look, guys. Sometimes they have to be in control. Just give it to them. Life's too short to argue. You know what I'm saying? Life's too short to argue. But Bobby knows I run my house with the iron fist. Sometimes. All right, sometimes. Oh! Oh! Oh. I'm whispering because you know my ass is getting cooked. I'm gonna cook ham. Isabel's gonna cook mac and cheese, her version of it. Isabel Wanda's gonna make eggnog. We're just gonna hang out. And then I have this little corner downstairs. I started a little corner downstairs. I'm shooting a video tomorrow for my channel. It's gonna be my year in review, and the title is "The Industry's Cooked." I feel like I don't know how to say this. I don't know how to say it. I feel like when someone is spitting facts and they do testing that's factual based, and people still get mad because it doesn't align with their opinion, I feel like there's a problem in the force. I started watching Star Wars too. I can't get past the first one. I had to watch the new ones first. I understand. And I got lost, so I had to go back. I was kind of confused. So I watched the new ones for anyway. Um, I am sponsored by Jobber. No, the industry's cooked is not a sponsored video. It's me expressing myself on why my girls had asked me the other day, like Eddie or Dad. She don't call me Eddie. I slap the shit out of her. She's like, Dad, I want to own a detail shop, and I said the industry's too toxic. I've never seen anything this toxic in my life. I mean, I worked doing stuff for like Samsung and things of that nature, but it's like there's a lot of negative stuff. And then it's like I can understand if you detail for a living. Like if Carlos would have told me, "Hey man, you are not doing this detail correctly," or Mike G's like, "Hey, do it this way." They've been in the game too long, right? They've done it. Like Mike's been in detailing longer than I've been alive, and then Carlos is in the trenches, so you get that. But you have to. When I did reviews, I did it on customers' car 5 to 7 times before I made any type of segue of what's good, what's not. I never just, I don't know. Yeah, me either. It's like my Isabel's like, Dad, I want to be in the game. I want to own a business, and I don't mind. I always tell my girls like, if you dream, I'll help you dream, because my dad did that for me. But I'm like, what we have to understand is like, what can we do to build the culture forward to make it better? Because man, we can't keep being like this. Like this is terrible. This is terrible. Unique camera shots. Uh, mm, yeah, we don't. I don't want to be tribal. Like I use Drive stuff. They don't sell on Thor. But go buy on his site. I use Shine Supply stuff. I think there's a lot of stuff. The thing is that there's enough. How do I say this? The table's big enough to eat for everybody. You don't need to be part of Drive. Just like what you like. Who cares? Nick got a giveaway here. What do you mean? Nick's doing a giveaway? I didn't read that. What I missed? Nick, where you at? Covering something from the Thor store as a giveaway. Oh yeah, okay. Let's do a giveaway. Um, let's do some citrus, some snow foam, and thing. And then the problem is this chat. gets kind of odd, and I don't want people to feel like they can't be fast enough, or some people are just chilling in bed hearing this. After this show is over, in the comments, hashtag yum, and then I'll submit. There'll be 3 giveaways. We'll do like a citrus. You'll win something. Hashtag yum. Yeah, see, I don't want anyone to rush. So after this, hashtag yum, and then we'll do the giveaway. Thank you, Nick, for don't do it now. Don't do it now. It won't count because it doesn't save it. So do it after. I'm gonna give away a product. I don't know. I think that's a funny thing because we don't the manufacturing process of chemicals isn't me. I've always been pretty transparent. That I had an investor. I always been pretty transparent of who my chemist is. I have to trust their chemistry, but I have to do my testing. Does that make sense? Paper only tells you so much, but there's other ingredients like a cologne. The only way I know how to explain this is this: what makes a cologne is not the alcohol, cologne, perfumer's alcohol or ethanol, because you can use either, and it's a mixture of many scents. So you could use, but those scents are actual real scents. They're an undertone of something like ISO Super 5 is an actual scent that causes you to smell musk vanilla. It's not real vanilla. Um, you could only go off of what you know. And I think the problem with that is the SDS sheets only tell you so much. So you have to be able to have a understanding of here's what I tested, here's what worked. But then testing has to happen from a sample size. It can't just be one car. You have to do it many. It has to be many. Let me make sure I catch everything. Eddie, you going to do a review on Baccarat 540? Oh, it's coming. Baccarat 540. I found something that's better than it with the same DNA. It's like 1 for like $40. Smells like it would be a good timing thing for people to advertise. Some of them don't because some of them feel like they're gonna get their stuff stolen. Bro, this is my relaxing time. I ain't trying to hurry, so I appreciate that. You're welcome. Any update on restock of detail code drying aid? Yeah, the glass coating is done. The drying aid lining is done. It's being sent. Probably be after Christmas, closer to a New Year, maybe the first week of January, but it's already cooked. It's already finished. Eddie, my gloss back exhaust tips are oxidizing. Don't look great on the inside. What you were making? Chrono or carbon? It's Chrono from Lava Cosmetica. It's a little bottle. It's a carbon demilarizer for the thing. You use that, clean it. Use Primus, clean it out real good. Spray that again and wipe. It should bring that up and clear all that out. It's all love, baby. Yep. What? What? Trust the science, but it has to be real world. You have to test it real world. I had 4 coatings that I tested back to back for Thor thick. 3 of them were the biggest flop ever, and I actually lost money on actual real details. Where I had to do it for free because it went from super hydrophobic to the next day. Rain hit it once and it took the coating off. Like a lot of you don't see the back end testing. Does the lab have any accelerated testing products? Yeah, they do what's called stabilization testing, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, 6 months, and all that is time frame in a lab where they push it heat code, heat code, heat code. Test on many vehicles, many environments. Yes, you have to test. It can't just be all lab stuff because lab stuff doesn't give you real world testing. Yeah, it hit the warehouse today. They won't be back until the 26th. So I'm hoping before New Year's. Baccarat dupe for $40. Yeah, I got a Baccarat dupe for $40. That's absolutely bananas. It's called Ahuja Ahuja Rogue Fusion. It's Baccarat Extrait. So it's the new one that costs $650. It's 1-to-1 in likeness, and I have both. You're the goat, man. Thanks so much. You're welcome. Yeah, Chronos takes that, but it will do it. Chronos takes time. You have to do Chronos, Chronos, Primus. You have to use a brush. You have to clean it. It's gonna take a little bit, but you'll get there. Use detail code glass coating. Enjoy the user experience. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate you, bro. Merry Christmas, everyone. Got some trash rain in SoCal today. Got to see the bead show on my Yum 6. It's magical, yeah. What hit the store today? Okay, so we have our container of towels. We air freighted some to sell for Christmas, but it didn't get here yet. It didn't get in time to the warehouse to check it in. So it got received and didn't get checked in yet. We're hoping New Year's it'll get by 26th, 27th. It should be up on the store. But we have weapon and mash drying in stock. Yeah, but he has black paint, so you got to be careful because steel wool would remove some of that gloss black. So I would start with a soft brush, and if you need it for the inside, use 4-out wool. Hey, Dan, Bobby, take care. I love you, dude. Hope you get better. Merry Christmas, brother. Is the yellow cake towel in stock? Yellow cake towel. What's that, bro? What's the yellow cake towel? Merry Christmas. Yeah, yeah. You don't want to do it on black. You'll get cooked. You want to take your time. You want a lot of lubrication too. Clean it very thoroughly. I say Primus. I'll dilute it 5 to 1 and hit it first. Hey, there's two guys who have given me cigars. Three. Dave gave me this. David, you gave me this when you came after you didn't sleep that day, and I smoked all of John's that he got me. Smoked those like back to back, like I got problems. But this has been sitting in humidor since I left California. It's real good. Weapon and mash drying. I hope the towel hits. I mean, the towels. The construction was took a long time to get that because we didn't want to be like anybody else. We wanted to be different. Paco Roboto video in the future. Yeah, I got that. Which one do you want? The 1 million? Do you want Victus? Which one do you look for? And they're talking colognes because I do have a cologne TikTok channel. You do not have to subscribe to it. I just started it out of the blue like what 3 weeks ago, and it's taken off. I think I have like 315 subscribers, um, followers already. What is a good cigar to start with? You want to be careful when starting with cigars that are too bold in flavor, so too full body. So the darker the berry, the harder it is. It's not the sweeter the juice, my guy. If it's dark like this, it's full body. That could actually, if you don't know how to smoke a cigar, okay, make you feel sick. I would go for something Connecticut, light, mild. Start with a small robusto size like that, and take your time with it. Sit there. Do not try to over inhale. Try to push out. Do not inhale it. Number one, it'll make you sick. And just hold it in the jaws of your mouth. So what you want to do is never breathe it in. Blow it out. Blow it out. You're going for flavor. Yeah. See. Yeah. John knows. You don't want to go. You don't want to go too hard. If you go with the black wrapper or full body wrapper, you'll get sick. You'll grow into that because it gets peppery. It gets a little leathery taste. You get a taste of full body. It's kind of like pepper woody. Some have it coffee notes, things of that nature. Too strong. Eddie, are the level one and the final level? Yep, they're coming back in stock. The light one and the dark one is coming in stock. We have 3 containers that should be at the warehouse. Like I said, they have to check it in. Two great colors. Nope, they'll be in the originals, the OGs. They're coming back. They've just been set out for a while, and they're version 2, so they're pretty wild. What type of company did you work for? That's great. IT, I started off working as a front end engineer for Farm Bureau, which is an insurance company. I built all the front end apps, and then I became a manager, and then I started doing back end SQL databases, AS400. But before that, I worked for a company in Montana called the National Flood Program, so NFIP. I did worked on AS400 and did all the spool testing of file. It was not that was nuts. I hated it, but I loved it because it taught me how to think critically. And then I went to Farm Bureau, front end engineer. Had to pivot from doing the AS400, doing SQL queries, creating databases, things of that nature, to front end engineering. Did that for a while. Then from there, I grew in that career. I was there for like 9 years, 7 years, 7 years, I think seven. And I did that for I went from front end engineer to front end architect to I went back to school, did my UX program. Then I became a UX architect for the whole company. And then I had a team, and then I became enterprise IT, and then became like the head of the all app. And then I taught my team how to do React mobile development, things of that nature. And we did Guidewire. And then I went to a company called Henry Schein One, and I was a manager of like 4 teams across 4 continents. And I did React Native, React backend development, Java, and then I became director of IT, assistant vice president at another insurance company after that. Arturo Fuentes is a good brand. That would be the easiest brand. Hey, love you, bro. Love you, Raul. I hope you're doing good, bro. Love you. That's my brother. Um, every time I try to smoke a cigar, my reflex is to puff puff. you, Matt, you puff puff, dog. You're gonna get cooked. Do not inhale it, bro. You want to say you want to use the Clinton. I did not inhale that. I did not have sexual relationship. That's the kind of thing you want to do. Great resume. I'm hired. And I was director of IT. That one, I took a company. We were actually at a big deficit at that company. We were able to turn around. We were losing like 100 million a year. We were able to have 250 million in reserves before I left. Yeah, assistant admin. So, yeah, so you're doing all the back end stuff. Without you guys, we'd be cooked. So like right now, like the mobile app and all that for Thor, that was an idea between Eric, I, Jamie, and then I realized it, put a little team together, built it, and then we have a new update should be out already for Apple and Android, and then we're doing phase 2 of it, and then we're going to PPF class in January, and we're going to film all PPF to get it on there on the app, and then we're putting a thing in place for PPF that's gonna be nuts. You'll see what we're gonna do is gonna be crazy. I used to I used to write code every day for 3 hours. I would leave work at like 10 o'clock at night and I would hang out with my wife because my kid was young. And I would write code, teach myself how to develop. And it took a long time. It's a lot of sacrifice. Because I went to school for nursing and then I got an eye disease. See? I can't see. Couldn't do needles, couldn't administrate medicine. So I had to pivot my career. Pause. Phase 2 of Weird Detailing app with me in spring. No, it's up. Phase 2 of detailing should be up and live right now. You should have to download it on your app. Where actually you can do streaks now. We have people making content now. I'm trying to work with Jason Kilmer to get him on to do sanding. I want to get the Dirty the Dreamy guy on to teach us his carpet cleaning or how to run a business. I have PPF class that we're actually going to go to the place that used to be the old Expel factory, I believe, and we're going to learn how to do PPF and record all that end to end. Jamie the Cleaner just dropped the premiere. Rip. Looking back on all it, was it the whole Thor adventure as expected, or harder, or easier than what you planned it to be in surprises? Uh, you go. I guess let me answer that this way. You remember growing up and having like your boys or friends that they were just proud of you for you becoming who you are. Uh, so I felt like it was gonna be a lot more of that, but it ended up being more tribal. So I guess it is what it is. That was the hardest part, is people thinking that we wouldn't make it past the first year, that we are just copying. But we said we wanted to be um, trendsetters. Does that make sense? Setters, trendsetters. We wanted to do the trend setting, create our own way, do things that no one's ever done, build community. Because at the end of the day, you can sell a product to anybody, but it's building people that love each other, that want to respect each other, that want to do each other, that want not do each other. That's weird, but like get to know each other, that to grow in that respect. And I think this year at the SEMA booth, we kind of were able to do that and see it, where many brands got together and it was like a family. That's what I've always wanted. Uh, Lightning should be there. Innovators. I wanted to be an innovator. Yeah. Suck it, Josh. Josh, suck it. You too, Jamie. Jamie, the trash cleaner. All right. We want to be innovators, and when Jamie and I decided to do this, our first round of tiles, if you would have known what we would have paid for the stuff that they told us we got that we didn't get, it was kind of frustrating, right? So we had to find another tile company. We had all the startup goals, but was expected to be non-startup, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? We were expected to be perfect in every way, which is not possible. But all that was a struggle, and I think we learned from that too, right? You learn from being not perfect to learning how to perfect the bad things that you are and get better. We were able to do that, and along the way, you're not going to agree with everybody. Everyone's going to have their own way, and I think that's just fine. It's you're I don't know. I just want to be an innovator. Yeah, quick details should be there by New Year. I wanted an app for people to learn. I wanted on the app we're gonna have community. I wanted to be around the world. That I saw the garage share piece of the world, and I'm like, that's sick. Why can't we get it? I wanted all that to be realized in one place. Has my life changed? Uh, my life has changed like monetarily because I don't make what I used to. And what people don't understand is the reason I still detail is because I take care of my mom and dad, and they're not a burden to me because it's my job as a son, right, to make sure that my mom and dad are taken care of. Because they didn't have a lot. They didn't have education growing up. My dad dropped out of school when he was like fifth grade in Puerto Rico, So I used to work 3 jobs. So I'm down to one in detailing now. So that was the only thing that really changed. But it's working out. God's really taking care of it. I'm not stressed. I always want to make sure they're not a burden. Um, that was the one thing. Also, it's like it's the unknown because you know you to stay afloat, you got to keep making sales, right? So you also have to not stay stagnant and be different. No, they're not related. Yeah, I don't want a tribe. I want a community. You know what I mean? Like I want if someone's suffering with cancer, we should all come together and help that person. If someone wants to learn to start a business, let's help them start a business. If someone is not understanding how to paint correct, well, gosh darn it, bro, let's help each other learn how to paint correct. I mean, that's the only thing I want. How long do you think you would do your old job versus when you quit? You think you would? I thought I was going to still be working there. What happened was when we launched, it got so busy because what people don't understand is they think that we're some venture capitalists. It's literally Eric, myself, and Jamie. Eric is just the man behind the scenes. He does nothing in the front end. Period. Nothing. Me and Jamie run it all. So what we want, me and Jamie do. How we want it, me and Jamie do. We ask him for advice. He's there. When we launched, it was just Jamie on chat. We had launched a website with just Jamie on chat, and I was doing the emails in between my normal job. Now, look, dude, there's a right way of doing things. There's a wrong way of doing things. The right way says quit your job because you're stealing from one company to do your dream, and I never want to do that. So I had to quit because we had no staff, and then I hired Bev, and then we had Mika, and then we got Ivan Flores, and then we got Bobby. Now we got a team, right? We got an Amazon team. It had to go from us just struggling to a team. I burned the mug out of Thunder Paint. You said you're not making the same amount of money you did last year. Yeah, of course. We're still a startup. Victor, like I'm blessed. I thank God for everything that I have. I'm really taken care of. Is that you have to understand? I worked 3 jobs back then. I worked something for the investor back then. I worked my job. I worked detailing, and then I had another job. So I was working all these jobs. I only work 2 now. I just have the detailing company, and then I have Thor. That's it. There's nothing between. Thank you for that app thing, man. Yeah, this is cutthroat bullshit. Is getting old. I send work to other detailers, and they do the same, and it blows other dudes' mind. Yeah, you gotta help each other, man. Can you explain how House of Rags Canada works? The site is so different. Yeah, House of Rag Canada is a great question. Carzilla is our partner. He's doing his best. Remember, he runs a monument, dude. His site is so massive that we're trying to make it one for one. So we're trying to make it so you could buy everything on Chris's site because Chris is like by himself. If you know Chris, Chris is an amazing dude. And then Thor's supposed to be its own thing. So he's gonna make Thor like ours. That's the goal. But you have to understand too, like he has to import all these things and buy it. So the entry to come in for him was a heavy investment. So he's growing as we grow. So it should be one for one. You want 100%, and that's what you're doing so well because you're putting your heart into it. Yeah, I had to go 100%. Man, I remember one time, Jamie, it was like we had just opened the doors of Thor, and the site broke the 3rd day. I'm talking about broke. The site died. I was the only one who could do it. I had to actually take the site, copy it, redo the whole site, come back and upload it because no one could make orders. And while Jamie's managing the internet, he's managing Facebook. Orders weren't going out, things of that nature. Like it was a wild ride, bro. We were being called scam artists. I love Chris. Chris is my boy. I like TLC Supplies too. You know, we got some stuff cooking with them. So I like Chris. I like Owen. I think they're all tremendous men. I don't think Chris bought any wash pads. I'll ask him. I'll email him after the holiday. Uh, my life goal is all right. You know how you see you know how you see all these people on the internet be successful and you're like, my gosh, why can't I do it? Or do you understand when like people are like, oh man, how do I get to detail? How do I grow my business? Things of that nature. I want to make people starting out who don't want to get a career, like go to school out of high school, but they want a career, they want to have their own business. I want them to be able to learn that without having to spend 40, 3,000, 2,000, $8,000. I want them to be able to come in, learn their skill. I think that's why Honest Car Care resonates so much with me and Eric and Jamie, is because the goal is to take people at the Boys Town and teach them that you don't have. This is not the end of your life. You don't have to stop here. You could, you could build something beautiful. You don't have to quit. Here's the roadmap. I want that to be easy. I want to bring the community together, have fun. I want to make, like, you know how we went live with the boxing match. I like that stuff like that. Who does that? Like sitting there live having fun and bringing you guys with me. Like all that is, it builds family because now you feel like we're all together. And then when we see each other in public, you guys, David, I'm just the same. I'm the same way. This is Taste Insane. With everyone on your plate, how do you squeeze in TikTok colognes late night or after Thor business? I get up at 6 in the morning. I get up at 6 in the morning, John, and I actually record a video, and I try to make it as authentic as possible. And then I create a studio downstairs where I'm going to try to record 7 videos in one sitting after work. Yeah, I love all of them. I love all of them. Like, we're all boys. Like, I love Maz. I love Roger. I love Yum, Kelly, Nick. I like Arthur from Cleveland. You're going to meet him. He's coming on a podcast. David Richardson from Lava Cosmetica. My NovaCare people. Kataba, Mr. Kang. I love Ian from Luminous. I love everyone that we have. I enjoy. I love Ian from Auto Fiber. We still do business with them. McKee's, we're dropping them because, we did it because we love Nick, but Nick's not there anymore. Really, that's crazy, man. I'm glad you found the podcast, Flint. I made it my morning routine checking EC fragrance. Look, I want the fragrance thing. I want to get to the point where if there's someone in school, someone who can't afford it, that I have it and I could give it. That's my dream for that one. For that, it's just a release that is non-stressful but fun. I love smelling good. I love smelling good. I hate smelling bad. I have fragrances that I bought that weren't given to me, and it was like years of doing it. That's what I love. Yeah, Greg got to hang out with my family, hang out, we chilled, we worked, we laughed. Like it's the same thing. Daily basis, same thing. Wake up at 6 in the morning. I try to read my Bible, pray, get my day right because mentality, that's what I do for me. You guys, sorry if religion bothers you. That's between you and God. And then from like 6:30 to 7, if I don't get a call in the morning, I go shoot a TikTok video. Then from 7:45, I say bye to my kids, hang out, drink coffee. I go to my office from 8. I start my meetings. Then at 9 o'clock, I have a meeting with my team. And then I have a list of stuff that I have to get to. We either have projects in flight. We either have mobile stuff that we have to do. We either have how we're going to scope the rest of the year out, talking to Jamie about things working, things not working. And that's an all-day thing. And then I shoot content. Yeah, we're not gatekeeping the app. You're going to get everything on the app. Everything's going on the app. I got, hopefully when Maz and Roger come, we're going to shoot a whole garage therapy series. They're going to come April. We have Yum. He's shooting his whole series on there, so you learn how to use that system. Like I said, I want to get Jason Kimmer on to just show you how to fix paint. Conway actually does body paint work. We want to try to get him on. I want to get Dirty to Dreamy, talk about the business aspect. Like, I don't want to, yeah, I work from home. I have my own office. I can only be so transparent, right? Like, sometimes I can't say what I want to say. Like, if you only knew, but I try to be as on the spot. I have nothing to hide. What I got to hide? It's not like I'm cooking cocaine in my basement. My dream car, I already had it. It was a Tesla. I traded it in. Uh, I don't material cars and material things are really. All right, I lied. Here's my dream car. It would be a Sequoia. It will be a 2025 Sequoia, blue, black rims, slightly lifted, slightly. That'll be it. That's all I want. This cigar is nuts. Yeah, I work from home. How many people we got on? Does it say? Yeah, it says. All right. I bought my wife Alfa Romeo when she had cancer. She hated it. Never doing that again. Never doing that ever again. She hated the piss out of it. She was so mad. She was sad at first because when I used to take her. I don't want to bring this up, but in between chemo treatments, you have this period of when you feel real sick. The first 4 days, she couldn't get out of bed. She was like she had a double mastectomy at the same time, so she had chemo, double mastectomy, rocked her right. So I would buy the pillows that you would drive with. You know how you had to put pillows all over, and we would go to Montana so she could be our family. Because I always told her like, when you feel better, we're leaving the house, get fresh air, go on a date, like don't leave the house. Period for the first 4 or 5 days until your next chemo appointment. We drove to Montana in the winter storm. It's like I love this thing. When we came back, she hated it. Got her the tundra. Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah, Becca knows. I love you, Becca. Yeah, all the ladies suffering with cancer, breast cancer, you are strong individuals, and I always hope for the best because it takes a toll. Oh, do I pick my scents for my family? I blind buy all of Bev's scents because I go off of what I think would smell good on her. And Wanda right now she's using Enclair from Latafa. It's like a vanilla gourmand scent. Isabel's into more like vanilla baccarat kind of vibes, so she's using Mod Vanilla, Ariana Grande. She's using Vanilla '01 from Swiss Arabian, which hits. Bev's into like Burberry Her, Burberry Goddess. She's into Jimmy Choo Forever. Those things, those scent profiles. Oh, and Angel Mugler Elixir is what she likes. Dave, what's up? We've been live for a while. You guys still down to keep going? I'll answer any question that is not inappropriate. Whatever you want, we'll talk about it. I've enjoyed doing lives better than actual videos. To be honest, I think live is more my vibe. Maybe it's because I don't have to edit. My father-in-law is in the hospital right now. Doesn't have much time left. Man, I'm so sorry, Flint, for everything that your family's going through, man. And I pray that he either heals them or gives you guys peace, because I know that's rough, man. I'm so sorry. What about Latafa Bandit Batty? I have to check that out. You guys send me the link. Yeah, they got Vanilla '01. She loves it. How old am I? I'm 41. Dick applied good today, bro. Found out silver. Hold on. Look, guys, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna take 5 minutes. Look, if you unsubscribe, I understand this ain't your vibe, and I don't mean to make it about God, but I feel there's a lot of pain going on. So I'm just gonna do a quick prayer. I'm gonna pray for Animal's mom who is fighting for her life right now. I'm gonna pray for Flint's dad, and I'm gonna pray for Becca, and I'm just pray for healing for anyone sick. Okay, and if this offends you, look, I have it in my mind that I have to do this. I understand if you can't follow me, it's too religious for you. I get it. I respect you, and I still love you, and we could vibe. So I'm just gonna pray real quick. It's all right. Father God, I just want to thank you for everything you've done in our lives, Lord. I pray for healing for Becca, Lord, that you'll help the cancer go away and not come back. Lord, I want to pray for Flint's father-in-law, Lord, who's suffering with blood cancer, Lord, that you'll touch him, that you'll heal him, that you'll give him comfort, Lord, that you'll help him, God, pull out of this, Lord, that they call you the good physician, Lord. I want to pray, God, for Adamo and his mom, Lord. I want to pray, God, for a miracle. Lord, I believe that you do things in our life for a reason, Lord, and sometimes it's out of our will is not yours, Lord, and I get that. But Lord, I pray, God, that you'll give him comfort. I pray that you'll provide a miracle, whatever that is. If it's peace, Lord, if it's her walking out of the hospital, Lord, that your will be done. I want to pray for those in the community, Lord, that are suffering with a sickness, that are suffering with ailments, Lord, that are suffering financially, Lord, that you'll help them, Lord. Watch over them. We love you, God. We ask in prayer in Christ's name. Amen. Look, I get it. I understand. You don't want to do it. You unsubscribe. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I just felt like I had to do it. I felt like people talk about loving the Lord, but they don't want to act like it. I felt like it had to be done. I just think there's a lot of sickness going on, man. And I feel bad. You know, I was in my garage the other day and I was like listening to a song and I was crying thinking about Animal, like friend lose his dad and then in the hospital, not even having a Christmas and thinking I'm not gonna see my mom getting really broke down. So I just for me, that's for you. I love you all. And then you do not have to follow. I get it. I'm not for everybody. I understand in this life of mine, I get it. It is what it is. Who SB Notorious is who's that? Who's SBG? We're still in. Who's SPG, bro? Oh, you're welcome, Tony. Yeah, we're in it. John Parker. Is that John Parker? My guy, John Parker? John Parker, if that's you, congratulations on yours and Melissa's house. If that's not you, JP from Texas, welcome, John Parker. Welcome. Yeah, ES Autos. I don't think age matters. I think it's what I think it's not getting sucked into what everyone else is doing on TikTok or Facebook or YouTube. I think for you is find out what you need to make every month to be successful, and then what you do is base your packages around that. I'll give you a prime example. I have to pay two people $26 each person. My shop rate has to be $150 an hour, and that's for me to make some money and then pay back chemicals, right? So if you want to make $50,000, take that amount, divide it by how much you want to break that down and how many months you want to work out the year, and then do it. Number one, start the business. So Google My Business, get an LLC, get insurance. You're like, I didn't make money yet, but trust me, insurance is going to help you. It makes it real for you. Then start telling your friends, hey, I'm detailing. Let me do your car. Post that on YouTube. Post it on Facebook. Post it on your Google My Business. Have them leave a review. That way, you start getting the SEO and it starts scraping the site with your name of you doing the business. Um, so that's all you have to do. Don't get sucked in having to buy every single type of chemical. Do what makes you money. If it's outside, you want to do wash, clean, seals. I charge 180 for a regular car, 200 for a big car. It takes me 45 minutes to an hour. You're like, Eddie, you're ripping them off. No, I have to wash clay. I have to dress the plastics, do the rims and tires, all that, etc. If I'm doing it inside, my inside interior starts at 180 for a Honda Civic, 250 for a regular car, up to 400 depending on the condition of the car. So always price yourself out to be what you want to make. Yep. That's my brother Raul. I love you, bro. Yeah, keep it simple. You don't what you don't want to do is you do not want to here's what you don't want to do. You don't want to how do I say this? Do not try to be someone you're not. Meaning I can never be Carlos Serrano. That guy's a monster, right? He's a detailing genius and he knows how to market his brand and he's amazing. But you have to do what's good for you in your scenario, in your area, and then do that well. So if you want to make $100, $150 a job, make sure that you get that job done within the time frame you need to make your money and be profitable. But also, do not do it halfway. Do your best. Make sure that if they paid for it, you do it. Sometimes you lose money on a job, then you have to pivot your prices to fit that. Okay, this costs me more time. This costs me more materials. You have to take it. Everything is a price. Everything has a price, and know your worth. You do not want to be the cheapest in town. You don't want to be the most expensive. Go in the middle. Because I tell you right now, I turn down jobs when people are like, "That's too high." Okay, you're not the client. You're not my clientele that I'm chasing. You're like, "Well, that's kind of rude." No, if you don't want to pay my price, do you go to Walmart and ask for a discount? No one walks into Walmart and be like, "Can I get another 50%?" No one walks into Walmart be like, "Oh, I need another 8%." No, you walk into Walmart and you pay their prices. SBG is a goat. She's a goat. Cindy's a goat. She's an amazing detailer in a person. Um, but yeah, you know your prices, know your worth, and then also just put yourself in a position to win. Never try to be the first one to the bottom. Meaning, don't put prices on your stuff that you're like you're only making $15. Don't do that crap, right? Don't make a detail $45. That doesn't make sense. Not don't do that. You do what's good for you, but don't price yourself out. I'm just telling you that right now. You just want to make sure you are doing what you need to do. Paint correction, if you're close to Pocatello, or if I ever come close to you, we could just do a quick class. It'll take like one afternoon, 2 hours. Yeah, I mean, I was advice a long time ago where I would buy 15 coatings at a time. You don't have to do that, but I was preparing my fields for rain. I was like, I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna sell it, and everything was an upsell. Like at this point in time, you have to believe in yourself enough to have the confidence in the conversational piece of, hey, I could do this to your car, but for an extra $300, I could put a coating on it. If you want me to polish it, it's another 600. That's how you have to start thinking. You're in Florida. Oh, I wish I was in Florida. What part of Florida, bro? What are you? Are you like Miami area, Orlando, Fort Lauderdale? Like what part of Florida? Because we're gonna go that way soon. I mean, we're gonna be in Texas, but maybe we do a Florida tour or something and go see some stores. You're in Claremont? Oh, okay. That's not far. Well, that's far, but if I'm ever over there with Jamie, we should do a class deal. We should try to, you know, yeah, it's near Orlando. I know where that's at. I used to live in Florida. Yeah. Chingy, when you put that a wax on the car, you gotta leave it for an hour, bro, without touching it to get the best results. To get the best results, I smoked this place out. Nah, I need a fan in here. This place is oof, rough, guys. Woo! You thought the surfactants was gonna kill you? Appreciate you, Dan. 5 years. Oh, New York, dude. Yeah, that's a way different. I'm learning about detailing, but know a lot about pricing. I run pricing at the world's largest private security company. Yeah, see, that's what you need. And once you get pricing down, the detailing part's not hard. You have to understand what your time is worth to get that done. Uh, I don't just do regular washes, Muffin Mason. I do wash, clean, seals. I need my money back. So if it costs me $20 to do a car because I'm going to use some expensive sealant things of that nature, then I'm going to charge minimum of 180 bucks. I'll just do the wash, clean, seal. If they want a normal wash, how far are you going to go? You're going to go that distance anyway, right? You're going to wash it. You're going to clean the glass. You're going to seal it. You're going to put some type of protection on it. You might not clay it, but you're doing everything you need to do except for this. I would just remove the package, just do wash, clean, seals. Add that. Yeah, the app's going to show everything. I want to get vendors on there. I want to get business sense on there, like how to start your business, how to do Google My Business, how to set it up from end to end, how to build a website when you don't have money for a website designer, if how to um, put SEO. I want to see if Fred could come on and teach us some FEO. I want to do the whole encapsulation on how to start your business 101. And number 102 would be how to keep your business going. Because what people don't understand is this is gonna get rough. Guys, I'm not as busy today, right? I'm not as busy today as I was 4 months ago, 3 months ago. Right now, I did a ceramic coating 2 days ago. Another day, 3 week, 2 days after that, I did an interior and a polish. I have 3 cars lined up for January, but this time, 3 months ago, I had the whole month booked out. So you have to understand that when you're feasting, you have to put away for the famine. And I think a lot of people don't get that. If this is your only cent of income, you have to put money aside to pay your taxes and to pay you for the months that you are not making money. That's why if you set up an LLC and you have all your money sitting in the LLC, you give yourself a draw. That draw is what you pay yourself from the business, and the rest you keep on your business to keep your business sustainable. Um, and that way you can pay rent, things of that nature. That money you pay yourself is the only taxable income you have. If you claim it as sole proprietary, you have to claim all the money on the stuff that you took, right? Um, don't buy a Ferrari unless you got David money. David has a lot of money. Don't buy a Ferrari, right? That's how you have to think. You have to, if you're feasting, you got to put away for the famine. Also, pay yourself out of business as an LLC through a draw. That's kind of like you're paying yourself as a paycheck. That's the only money that you're getting taxed on as a person, and your business will have its own taxes separately. And then that way you can write it off, right? Because now you're writing yourself off as a business expense. A lot of people don't do that. They just take all the money and I made this, that, this, and that. Also, I have a page where I put all like an Excel sheet where I put everything that I bought chemical wise, ceramic coating wise, monthly expenses. I put that on there. So when I give it to my CPA, this is everything you're writing off. That's it. All the questions are done. Dude, I'm hotboxing this. I have an FBI guy like across the street over here. I have the chief of police across the street over here. He knows I'm smoking cigars. So as long as they don't hear women screaming, I think I'm good, bro. I think I'm good to go. As long as they don't hear women screaming, I'm good. Dan, that's what I'm telling people. I started this TikTok channel for fragrances 3 weeks ago. I didn't want to do it. It's just start. The content sucked. And I'm like, dude, I know how to make good content. It's just finding time to do it. Just start. No, nah, dude, this FBI guy, I know he's watching me though. He sees like all these people come in and out like I'm selling drugs, but I'm like, dude, like they just pick up their car, bro. Cost of a wash. That's a great question. If my gallon of soap costs $50 and I use 2 ounces a wash, then I would take that 2 ounces divided by the cost. That'll tell me for every wash costs this much. I would do that with every chemical. By the end of that, you would know if I use 5 ounces for the iron remover and it cost me $80 for the gallon, I would break that down by how many ounces I use per job and break the cost down per that. That would be your cost per wash. So I do a wash clean seal for 200 and I do interior. That's too low, but you do what you want, bro. Um, like yeah, Matthew, I have a few. I have a guy that always sees me. I do all his cars. I always do the first wash. This is gonna sound like, oh, Eddie, you told me to make money every wash. You build loyalty by offering something that no one else offers. I do a ceramic coating. Your first wash is free with me. If at that moment I look at the ceramic coating, it's not performing as I should, I redo it. And after that, they could go. I use an app that I could do subscriptions on, and then I go from that app and I put them on monthly. I can't do a lot of monthly because I have a lot of new customers coming in for coatings. Because every 2 years, my old customers come back, and I do a ceramic coating on new cars. That's how you build your customer base, right? You're rotating. You build a customer base so big that every 2 years, every 3 years, they're coming back to you for ceramic coating. Woo! The cigar changed on me. Appreciate you, David. Merry Christmas, bro. Love you, bro. Appreciate you seeing you in person. Hope your baby girl's doing good. Take care of your wife. Be safe, and then don't do drugs. Yep, I wash it. Actually, I go 17 days is pretty good. I try to do. So I'm so booked out. I try to do every 3 months. Like come back in 3 months, and then at 3 months will tell me if they're washing it or not or taking care of it. Yep, and then you do that for every chemical, John. Every single chemical, you would do the cost per use. So Rinseless wash cost me $19.99. I break it down, talks about 2 ounces per wash. I know I'm like $1 a wash or 78 cents a wash. That's one. Glass cleaner, I use 3 ounces. That glass cleaner cost me $19.99. 16 ounces divided by 3 ounces tells me how many cars. Break that down like that. Duck egg chicken wings for life, bro. That duck egg chicken wing hits hard. It hits hard. Hits tremendously hard. Are you giving warranty for your coatings? I only give a year if they take care of it. If not, I don't do nothing. Yeah, I got you, dude. I come to Florida, we're hanging out. Why is your product not on Amazon? We have to sell. That's a good question. I made a commitment to everyone that I brought in because I'm their exclusive partner to put them on Amazon so I can buy more volume. So I want to get the Garage Therapies on there. I already have Yum on there. I want to get the Luminous on there, etc. DIY, all of that. Ours, we have a problem. The old labels do not suffice Amazon. You have to have barcodes that are unique. Ours, for some reason, had duplicate barcodes. So we have all the products getting V2'd or having V2 labels. Some of them are staying the same. We're waiting to sell out of the stuff so we could have it. Chelsea, take care. I sent your stuff. I hope you get it soon. EC, I'm just getting into this stuff. Been using Absolute and Tech 582 as a drying aid. Tremendous relief. I bet so. Dude, I used Absolute one time in 100-degree heat. Stuff shocked me. Tech 582 is insanity. For a detail, it's so good. Are you doing the turkey for Christmas that you didn't know? No. I'm doing ham. I'm doing ham for sure for Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. If you're leaving and you're not staying up with me, I appreciate you. Merry Christmas. Hope you have a good time with your family. We'll stay on until I finish this and we'll head out. I'm cooking ham. Cooking ham. Tech 582 is nuts. ADBL, is that? I can't do seafood. I'll die. I'm allergic. ABD, you mean the Poland brand? I don't know, man. I've never used their stuff, and I think they already have the distributorship in the U.S. Probably not. I like Cleanto too much. I want to focus on what I got. Does that make sense? I'm in. I'm locked in. How do you do your ham? Oh, great question. I buy the ham that's spiraled. Never use their stuff. I take brown sugar. I take mustard. I take a little molasses. I take a little salt, a little garlic. Mix it together, make a paste. I put that paste in between the cuts of the ham on top, and then I let it sit there for a little bit. I take pineapple juice, and then I put pineapple juice and I inject it on the side of the ham, and then I let it cook. Oh, we are going there for the grand opening. Is our goal. I want to go there, and I want to go to our guys over there at man. He owns a business. Forgot what they were called. Signature Details. I want to go to his grand opening too. Why does Tech 582 work so good? It's old as hell. Absolute banger. It's just nuts, bro. Tech 582. They did Technician's Choice made that for the dealership. So the reason the labels suck is because that's dealership stuff, but it hits. They got this product for the enzyme cleaner that has no carcinogens. So you could use the you could use like the Tornador with the little canister and you could spray it on the thing. It's absolute banger. Uh, Reggie's coming back. He's actually coming to the studio. We're gonna film some Lava Cosmetica stuff here next year. I'm gonna try to have one of those pecan rolls right now. Oh, that hits. You should send me some ham. Oh, dude, I wish. I love Josh V, dude. That's like Josh V is my boy. You like the Latafa Yara? Latafa Yara is good. Look, you want to believe it or not, Latafa Yara, you can layer that mug. So it's a little sweet gourmand, but if you hit it with like something like a vanillic or something that has a oud type of smell, it actually layers real good. It's like a raspberry oud, kind of like Omni Norad from Louis Vuitton. Has there been anyone in the detailing space you looked up to, but they turned out not to be what you thought? Yeah, there's always people like that that you look up to that aren't what you thought they are, and then you have to, at that point in time, realize that everyone's human, everyone makes mistakes, everyone isn't as joyful as they are online, everyone doesn't act the same. Like not everybody's the same, dude. Everyone's different, so you have to accept them for who they are, and know that they're just human. What's my brother saying? Love you, bro. You have a good night. A lot of blessings for your business. Love you, Raul. Take care. Merry Christmas, bro. Make sure you call mom. Make sure you call mom. Yeah, I'm going to the grand opening, bro. 100%. Oh, you'll make coquito na arroz con dulce? I'm in. Put me in, bro. I'll let you know when we're in Florida. Put me in. I'm down. Best interior cleaner. Best interior cleaner. I'll name 10. Sword Sword, Blanc, Garage Therapy Interior, Yum Interior, Express from PNS, Pilot super good. Um, that's it. Oh, details, interior detail pans is real good. That's all I can think about at the top of my head. I lied. I gave you like four. Josh V got that hair. Josh V got that everything. I've never layered scents before. How do you do it? Always use the heavy ones first, John. So if I'm doing an example, if I do Eros with Prada, La Home, Eros will go in first, then Prada on top. Or if I'm doing like French Avenue's Liquid Brun and Haltain, Liquid Brun is so polarizing, you put that on first, Haltain on top. Have you ever tried interrupting Pan, the organizer, during the Pan? Yeah, I did. He gets pissed. So last question. I swear, I'm hearing and listening to YouTubers saying clay barring is bad for the paint, but I get great results. I clay bar everything. So I use clay towel or clay bar. Clay bar, if the car feels very rough, I'm using clay bar. If it has overspray, I'm using clay bar. There's a need for both. Like I use whichever one, but I use clay bar a lot. As soon as I get it, I'll let you know. Pen, like Tenacious Choice 584 so much. He included in his best one. Yeah, he tried that at my house and he was blown away. You do? I'll make a video. I'll make a video about it. I was going to do it on the hood, but I used Infinity on there just now. Or I would have put it on there right now. I just put. Yeah, I have to polish that again. Infinity's on there forever. On that container from Korea, yeah, it's hit the warehouse already. They weren't able to check it in because it hit the warehouse late today. So we're looking at kind of January 1st or hopefully 26th. Yeah, I use bar. You need clay bars. I mean, and there's a look. Let me be honest with you. I think Japanese clay is the best clay. How do you know what it is? We got ours from SNS Auto. They import it from Japan. It's the best clay because it stays soft throughout the whole thing. You don't have to put in hot water. So I like Japanese clay. Pliable, works real good. You can use whatever you want. This car turned out nice, bro. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, why envy blew my mind. Blew my mind. Mm. Don't get me wrong. Hot coat is great. DIY envy is like almost ceiling level. It's nuts. Me and Jamie were blown away by that, and not because I got hit in the balls for it. Did you ever do a 584 video? I have not. I have not did a 584. I have a video that I want to do using their Enzyme cleaner with the canisters, but I have to switch out my Prevost. Um, what's that called? The couplers, because the stuff that I have from Tornador does not fit my machine. Yeah, those bars are nuts. Yeah, hot coat's impressive too. There's a waterless wash too that I love. I wish I could get in the states. Invoke waterless wash is probably the best waterless wash. I like Adapt. I like that. I like uh which other one? I use hot coat as a waterless wash. Like I'm on the market for a waterless wash. Like Invoke is so good, I just can't get it. That stuff is nuts. Defy Ethos. I have it actually have a gallon here. This stuff is crazy. Defy Ethos would be number two for me. Then Adapt number three. Invoke number one. Invoke is probably the best water wash I ever used. And I'll have Maniac, and I thought Maniac was great. And I have Luminous. Luminous would be like number five. Maniac number four. In that respect. Luminous for me would be number one if it was slightly slicker, slightly more, but it cleans real good. And then Purist waterless wash is nuts. So that's number six, in my opinion. What did they send me? Did Luminous send you what? What did they send? Yeah, the five is freaking nuts. I have a gallon. No, I told him you had to go back to the drawing board. I had to polish my window. I've never seen that in my life. Hey, thank you so much, Barcode. Thank you. You know what? All right, we're doing the perfect storm right now. What's the mixture of the perfect storm? Half and half, right? Half and half. In the box, a year and a half, unopened, open 6 months. Most underrated brand is going to be Cleantool and Novacare. I think every other brand has been, for me, hyped to the gills. All right, let's do this. You ready? We mixing and smoking. I hope I don't catch fire. That'll be wild. So I'm to assume if I do 200 of that and then I get to 400, that'll be the perfect storm. Okay. This here. Wait, I should probably clean that. What in the heezy? Hold on. We're going to do the perfect storm right now. We're going to see what all the hype's about. I'm over here putting stuff in dirty beakers. All right. Perfect storm. We have, can you guys see this? Lightning is being made, so it's already done. John's team already finished it. Sarah is a beast. They're waiting on me. The reason it took so long is because I was waiting for the applicators because the ones I sent them, because Korea gave me the wrong information, did not fit. So Sarah actually had to perform surgery on the things to get the pads to fit because of how it was sent to me. Lightning. All right. All right. I should probably shake this bottle up, huh? John Parker makes the best detail spray in the game. Prove me wrong. No, you don't add APC. All right. 200. I spilled that. That's like spilling. That's disrespectful the way I just spilled all that. All right, we have 200. This is a perfect storm. It's a 50-50 mix of both, right? John Parker's my chemist. All right. You do 200, 100. It's divided. Okay, so that's perfect. And then we're going to put this in a spray bottle, and we're going to use it. The smell is pure insanity. Okay, wow, that smell is nuts. Bro, that smell is nuts. All right, so I'm going to put that in a spray bottle. We're going to spray it on the car. The perfect storm is supposed to be the perfect detail spray, meaning it's stout, easy to apply. Lance made this. JPG? No, dude, it's not JPG. All right, let's try it. Let's see. Let's see here. Let's see. All right. 400. This should fit this bottle here. Okay. All right. Perfect storm, half and half. The scent is nuts. I got a cigar in my hand. Perfect mix. Need to clean this up so my towel doesn't get hydrophobic. Let's go try it on glass. Would you guys agree that glass is the perfect indicator of if something works or not? What do we think? I don't know. We're going to try it out. Not the perfect pour. Guys, I'm smoking a cigar And I'm just doing this because you brought it up. All right. First of all, the smell, pure insanity. Smell is nuts. All right. Let's go. Perfect storm. We're going to see if it works. You want to mix it up real good because remember, I'm not a chemist here. We'll try it on paint. We'll try on paint. One spray on glass. Oh my gosh, that is slick as a mother F word. Oh my, bro, you would have done that with Affinity, you would have been cooked. I'm gonna tell you right now, you would have done that with Affinity, you would have been cooked. All right. Smoking a stick that David gave me at dry paint. No, I didn't flip the towel because you gotta let it stand on his own two legs. Oh, on paint, it's even wilder. There's a little streaking, but remember, I have Infinity on this. It doesn't like to be stacked with anything. All right. Let me try an area that doesn't have Infinity on it. Because Infinity gets, she's an emotional girl, Infinity is. Remember, Infinity doesn't like to be stacked with itself. That's the only problem with Infinity. That's why we created Lightning. So this has the same resin as Infinity. No, they don't. They're separate. All right, let's do it here. On Windows, touched by God. If you do it on top of Infinity, you're going to hate your life. Maybe do it here. That's a lot better. Yep, a lot better. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. You can see that. 0 streaks. Oh, man, that slickness is nuts. Bro, that slickness is bananas. Oh, my Lord. Yep. That's going into rotation. That is going into rotation. I'm using a, what was the mix? 50% Infinity, 50% Lightning. Wow, that is freaking bananas. I thought it was a scam. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was gonna be influenced on the internet. I thought I was being influenced by. I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit. See what happens. Oh my gosh, dude! I can't get over how wild that is, bro. I can't get over how wild that is. Stay Strong is Lightning. We just changed the color. I don't know if it's better than Envy in the sense of, I mean, Slickness is it. Remember, Envy, I didn't have to mix any chemicals, so this is more expensive. 50-50, 50% Lightning, 50% Infinity. Do not stack it on anything else. Let's overspray it. All right, we're gonna overspray here. See how it plays. Doesn't even care. Overspraying doesn't even give a crap. So you see, if you spray on top of itself, it rejects it because that's Infinity. So you gotta be careful. It won't play with itself nice like that. Wow, that's so slick, dude. Wow. Wow. Mm-hmm. You're right. Wild. Infinity I use straight. I use straight, and I showed earlier in this video how to use it wet, how to use it dry. I use it straight because I want stoutness. I want it to last. You could cut it 1-to-1, 1-to-3, depending on what you want. Wow. 50% Lightning, 50% Infinity makes the perfect storm, and it is absolutely bonkers. We tried bead pillars, we tried glass. It'll be back in stock by this week. They already have it. Like I said, my fault because she had to wait for my applicators to get there. This week or the first week of January. Holy crap, that's staying in the rotation permanently. That was nuts. That was absolutely crazy. Oh my goodness. The slickness on that is just unreal. Unreal. Now it's gonna last until the second coming because there's no way. There's no way that's not lasting. I don't care what you say. That thing, it's getting slicker, dude. I can't even tell you how much slicker it's getting right now compared to this side. This side is slick, bro. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. And on glass too, that's even crazier. Paper's breaking, guys. Rip. I would have to buy like, yeah, Thai Slickness coming to the house. I do have one. I have it. Yeah, I've tried it. It's super slick. Thai Slickness is slick. I don't know if slickness is relative to what we have out there, Kim, but I think it's real slick. It's slicker than their current stuff, if that makes sense. Like 25 to 30% slicker than what they have in their detail sprays. Dude, that perfect storm was nuts. Wow. I'm gonna have to put a bottle and put the words BDE. That's like easy application when dry. What we learned though, hey, Merry Christmas, sir. Have a happy new year. Merry Christmas. Take care of your family. Thanks for hanging on for so long. Is if you have Infinity already on it, it does not like to be stacked. I already knew that from the beginning. Infinity dried hates to be touched by any sealant. It rejects it. I think it's the resin it's using. It does not like to use the resin. I'm just throwing that out there. Wow, that perfect storm actually made me happy. Hmm. I wonder how Yum Detailer would do with Infinity now. I need to order a gallon because now I'm interested. I could spray water on it. Should we do the glass first? What do you think? Should we do the glass first? Check this out. This is the glass we just did. Oh, wait, that's a cleaner. Is that a cleaner? What is in this? Oh, snap, that's a cleaner. Uh-oh. I just put a cleaner on there, guys. What a noob. What a noob. That's an APC. I just put on the glass. Rip. Dude, I'm so stupid. Wow. Someone call the cops. I'm special. Where's my? I don't know where I put my stuff at. Where did I? Oh, dang, dude, I got rocked. Hello. I don't. I just. We'll try it on the other glass. Let me get water here. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Bro, I picked the wrong one. There you go, little fella. Little guy. All right. Wow. That's insane. Not gonna lie, that is actually real good. Did you see that? That's wow. That's okay. Where's Kim at? She see that? Let's go here. Kim. Wow. Okay, perfect storm. Okay. Those beads are absolutely insanity. Pour water on it. You got it, Ba. You got it. Panel is dry like a mother, cuz. Look, it dried my whole panel. That's nuts. Okay, well, that wasn't Odin, no. That was like Kataba with the perfect storm on it, but Kataba was wearing down, so that kind of made Kataba look like a champ. Yeah. This is just a cake. That's what I use to wash the cars with. I need a towel to dry. Oh, I should probably turn my heater off. My lord, where you're wasting power. Yeah, that's I can't believe. I mean, we do some type of glazing because we're excited about our products, but you tell me if we just glaze this or the slickness, Kim, is what blows my mind. That slickness is 5 times more than what it was before I put anything on there. Wow. Wow. That slickness is nuts. Wow. That's staying in a rotation. That's staying in the rotation. I'm actually going to buy a gallon of Infinity. I'm actually not going to buy it. I'm going to send it to myself, right? Because I know somebody who owns the company. I'm going to send it to myself. I'm also going to give a gallon of Infinity away after the chat. Hashtag yum. After this, if you're here, remember, after the comments, after I hang this up, in the actual comments of the video, hashtag yum, you're going to be entered in the giveaway. Nick's sponsoring it. He paid towards it. We're going to give away some products to 3 people. It's slicker than 582. Yeah, Chelsea, thank you. I would never have done it. Yeah, I mean, I am flabbergasted because what I noticed. Here's what I noticed. Remember, I had put yum as a drying aid when I washed it, but it was slick then. This is slicker now, far slicker. Like the slickness is nuts. M3 finish. What's up, bro? Yeah, it's slicker than 582 by like 2%. Like you can feel the slickness. Matter of fact, I don't want to cap here. Let's go get 582. Let's do a side by side, huh? Because that's how we do stuff. I don't know much, but I know I love you. 582. 582 side by side, okay? And then we're going to see which is slicker. The hydrophobics at this point doesn't matter because 582 is super hydrophobic anyway. We're comparing slickness. I didn't do this side, right? This side right here, didn't get touched by the perfect storm. This didn't get touched by the perfect storm. I can tell you right now, this right here is slicker than this, okay? 50-50. 50-50, Alex. Oh, they're both nuts. I love Technician's Choice because I'm Spanish, and it smells like pineapples. So, what I love about Technician's Choice too is that overspraying doesn't care. Gotta let that set up. It's only fair. Gotta let that set up. All right. Mmm. Mmm. Okay. I want to report. I want to report. What's TPS? Perfect Storm Lance. Shout out to Lance. He came up with it in chat, in Facebook. This is slick. Like as yeah, this is slicker a little bit, smidge, not a lot. You can't really yeah, slicker. This is slicker, and I'm using Technician's Choice straight. Dang, there's close though. Perfect Storm is smidge, like minuscule. I'm using 582, the GOAT. Yeah, it won't give you the darkening effect because we have resins in ours. This is legit, like it's leaving behind some protection. The only spray sealant that gives us true darkening effect, luminous and some kataba. You're installing a heater. What kind of heater are you installing, bro? Wow, that's slick. It's like my body going down a slip and slide with baby oil. That's how slick it is. What kind of heater you putting in, bro? Wow, that's nuts. Chelsea, thank you for thank you. 7500 watt, yeah, I'll cool it down. Cool it down for sure. Or heat it up. Wow. Now I want to know if it works with Yum. That would be insane. Or Garage Therapy, because their shit is slick too. If I do Garage Therapy, I gotta test it now. Yeah, wet wax dark as the paint. Clean to Glossify is probably the most underrated sealant in the game. You have to put respect in Glossify's name. It's as stout. I don't know. I don't know. That would be a good test. I have to get both to try. But this Perfect Storm is nuts. I've never seen Infinity work on glass. I'm gonna be serious. Infinity on glass does not really do it for me, right? It streaks. It was made for paint. This, you saw it. It didn't streak glass. Crazy. I'll do test Yum Infinity if my kids weren't asleep. Yeah, B Riley, I'm gonna need you to do one for the culture and make a video tomorrow if you have time. What is Becca doing right now? She's looking for heaters. All right, have a good night, man. Merry Christmas, Wes. Appreciate you. Going live is sick. I never knew there was gonna be like 50 people still on at midnight. Well, it's 9 o'clock here, midnight everywhere else. Merry Christmas to those in the East Coast. Who got you 582 versus who you got? I gotta do. I gotta buy Envy. I reused it all and I diluted it, so I need to do that test because I think Envy smidges it on Slickness and Hydrophobics. Thanks, Alex. Appreciate it. Eddie, Merry Christmas. Thanks, bro. Jay, Merry Christmas. So citrus reset are both acidic, right? Reset, and citrus. Citrus is not acidic. Reset is. 11 p.m. here. Merry Christmas to those in the East Coast. Night West, Merry Christmas. The lives you do are great. Thanks, man. I'm gonna keep doing it. Your lives get way more engagement. Yeah, John. You know what? I should go live on TikTok. Merry Christmas, EJB. Appreciate you, bro. Merry Christmas. Amen. And if you're praying people, pray for those losing their jobs during the holidays. Rough. There's a lot of people losing jobs during the holiday. It's rough, man. After the cigar, I'm going inside. Mm-hmm. I'll probably do YouTube just for detail. I have a TikTok on for detailing. I have like 1,500 followers, but I let it die. You're like a Twitch streamer. I don't even know what that means. It's the best to spray Yum citrus from a bottle. You could. I don't foam it on. I just spray it with the pump sprayer. I dilute it 1 to 4, spray it on. I would do that also for garage therapy too. You don't want to use it straight. You can. You just. I wouldn't. You waste money. Is there anything like C6 Mist you recommend for a drying aid? That's super slick, a little protection, that won't clog any towels, that I can use every wash. Amplify is real good. Amplify is real good. Um, Hybrid ceramic from Fine Lab is amazing. Tech 582 is amazing. Dilute Tech 582 1 to 1, so you'll save money. Tech 584 is amazing. Infinity, if you cut it 1 to 3, it's going to be pretty stout, but you can still use that. You can use Clean by Pan Quick Detailer, DIY and B. I cut it, but you know I'm a goat at League of Legends, right? You know I'm a goat at League of Legends. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Back in the day, back in the day, back in the day, I was a goat at League of Legends. Yeah, I cut 5. I'll cut it 5. This is straight in the bottle, but I have a gallon, and I'll make like 4 gallons. Hey, congratulations, man, for your retirement. You worked hard for that. Yeah, I'm a at League of Legends. My jungle game is nuts, and so is my mid. I used to play Garen top. I made it to platinum 3. I could have went further, but I quit. And also Counter Strike 1.5. I went to CPL in 2004. I was on the team. We lost first round, but we were pretty good. And I was Cal. We were Cal P, and then Cal I, Cal M. Yeah, Unreal Tournament. I'm a god at that too. You don't want to smoke bot lane, dude. I'll eat that ass. Bot lane, bro. Bro, I'm nasty. I don't play because I get addicted because that's my personality. But I would do aimbot simulators for like 4 hours a day, and when I play Counter Strike, it looks like I'm hacking. I could USP you from Dust 2 from the front headshot. Nah, I don't play that. CSS, no, I don't play that. When you would come cat on D2, I would headshot you from the bottom. Pop, pop, pop. People thought he's cheating. No, dude, I was insane. I was there when Complexity became a team in Florida. We used to play at a LAN center called what was it? It was man, it was in Florida. It was Miami. It was a LAN when Razors first came out. We used to play in tournaments 5 on 5. I'll play League once in a while now. I'm just too busy. Oh, and StarCraft. StarCraft 1, you didn't want it, bro. Oh man. Temple lost Temple? I used to have a PC. It was like $8,000 PC. I sold it. I only have a Mac now. I only play League of Legends because it works on Mac. StarCraft, I'm a goat. All right, Diablo 2, a goat. I'm gonna tell you right now. I used to play on a Korean servers, Game Eye, Korean servers, and these Koreans, dude. I use GeForce now, Mac. What do you mean? The cow level, yeah. Go over there and just start. Man, gosh, I haven't played games in so long. No, I don't play games. I haven't played. I know they got Xbox and stuff. I haven't played a game in such a long time. I'm too busy doing stuff. Man, now I just collect cologne and watch cars, hang out with my kids. Gaming, Kim, gaming for some reason it takes you to a place that you haven't been in such a long time that you just feel stuck in it. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to get away from it. And this was another game I used to play. Rune Ward. I forgot what it's called. Rune Ward. It was made with like Java. %7 on my phone, guys. Yeah, wow was too much. Wow was Mountain Dew, lollipops, and it's playing in my underwear. I had to stop. Go to Cologne for how much? How much you want to spend? I'll give you my top four vanillas. Caden, number one, it's cost 225. Number two is Grand Soir from MFK. Number three is Latafa Tariq. Number four is gonna be this one that I got from Maverick from Covenant Scents. It starts fruity citrus and it ends at a vanilla note that is just insanity. And for the cheapie, I will go Australia's Elixir. Command and Conquer was good. I used to play all that. Do you ever get into Gran Turismo Final Fantasy? I played Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 10, Final Fantasy 11, Final Fantasy 3, Final Fantasy 2, Breath of Fire, Chrono Trigger OG, Secret of Mana. Yeah, I used to play all that, bro. Super Mario RPG was probably one of the best RPGs I've ever played in my life. Jupe is goaded, but for nowadays, Jupe is kind of dated. Still smells insane. Still brings me back to memory, but Tonka, that Tonka tobacco Tonka dog I told you about, hits. See, people think I'm glazing. That Tonka tobacco hit. Matt, tell me that ain't hit. The one that you picked up today hit. Contra, up, up, down, left, right, A, B, A, B, start. Yeah, Contra's my jam. Secret Evermore was nuts, ahead of his time. Yeah, that Tonka tobacco Tonka from Banana Republic. What a lot of people don't understand is Banana Republic makes mind games. Same company. Nope, never played Grand Theft Auto. I used to play Tony Hawk. Who was that? Who? No, you don't have to wash new goats. Nope. Need for Speed was nuts too. I never tried smoking a hookah. Evening Eddie, what cigar are you smoking? I got this from David from California. I don't. It doesn't have a name. Hope you're feeling better. Yeah, she has it. The bad girl, gone good. She has one. Budget cordless polisher, DIY for the price. Next one would be Shine Mate, and third one would be Liquid Elements. Liquid Elements comes cordless without batteries. After you buy the batteries, it's about the same price as a DIY one with batteries. Golden Eye was nuts. Golden Eye? Oh my gosh, dude. Bust the corner out. Nintendo 64 was ahead of its time. So was Jaguar and Sega. What was it? Sega Saturn. And then you remember when Sega? What was the other one? That they had Capcom versus Marvel. It was Dreamcast. It was ahead of its time. Glad you're feeling better, bro. Yeah, Dreamcast ahead of its time. Zelda, Legend of Zelda, an amazing game. Smash Brothers, amazing. Um, yeah, Metro. You guys remember Metro? Regular Nintendo. Regular Nintendo games were amazing too, like um, Mario, Contra, Castlevania was. Oh, man, Master Blaster. You guys don't know about that life. Yeah, Parks Car Care for Shine Meat, for sure. Nick Parks has some good stuff. Guys, I have 4% on my phone. 51 of you on. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I'm going to have to get off. Thank you for spending the evening with me. I appreciate all the love, the support. I hope everyone has a great Christmas this tomorrow, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. I am going to drop a video tomorrow. I'm going to record it. And the title of that is The Industry is Cooked. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you for staying on. Love you all. Appreciate you. And I'm sorry that my phone was dying. That's stupid because I was getting into it. Everyone take care. Have a good night.